Hey, what up, Rain? How's it going? Sorry I missed you in Seattle. That was a bummer. I just couldn't go because we decided to increase the brood instead. But it would have been cool to hang out. Wow, Vintage Cube is up on Magic Online. Is that true? All right, let's do a MH3 draft. But if Vintage Cube is up on Magic Online, I might have to do one of those. I might just. Can anyone confirm that? Because that would be pretty sweet. Let's see. There we go. Ooh, let's battle. Welcome, everyone. As always, thanks to Ultimate Guard for being an awesome sponsor. I do enjoy getting to represent them, getting to use their sleeves, and getting to stream on their channel. So, hope everyone is having a good one. And excuse me because I'm going to have a little bit of my breakfast. I was running late this morning. Kids will do that. Let me tell you that. that can happen. All right. This is great. And you know why? Chthonian Nightmare is one of my favorite cards in this format. Why isn't it zooming in? There we go. 2 mana, you get 3 energy, and then you can Recurring Nightmare. You can pay X energy and sack a creature to bring back something that cost X or less. You can draft really cool decks around here. You probably should take Spawn Gang Commander, pick one, pack one if your goal is strictly to win, but I actually like testing out the Chthonian Nightmare decks, and I find them to be a lot of fun to play. So that is certainly where we're going to be started. Perfect. A Cursed Marauder is exactly what you want with Chthonian Nightmare. Getting to loop these with Nightmare, sacking other tokens to bring these into play, sacking itself, etc., is really good. And this is actually a pretty clean answer to Writhing Chrysalis because it doesn't care about tokens. So we did pass 2 Cranial Rams, Galvanic Discharge. I mean, the start of Spawn Gang into Galvanic Discharge also very good, but I think a Cursed Marauder and Chthonian Nightmare are a very strong start to ideally like a black-green deck that can make tokens and do stuff like that and end up in a spot where they're able to just kind of grind your opponent out and recur a Cursed Marauders and other value creatures over and over again. So it can be pretty good. And here, I mean, there's still some good Eldrazi cards, but I think I'm just going to take Breathe Your Last. Just a nice kill spell's good. Hopefully I wheel Gargoyle. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's possible I wheel Gargoyle. I don't know how likely it is, but I think staying mono black seems like the good call. And you do want some removal for big things as well, of course, in an Eldrazi format especially. Ooh, and another Breathe Your Last. Okay. Passing double Area Auxiliary, a Windswept Heath. This is the first pack where it seemed much better to be in black than Eldrazi. There was no Eldrazi or red cards in that pack, but I think I would have been happy with either start. But this is a pretty nice one. I am happy about that. Let's see if we can get some stuff. Jacers, I am indeed playing in the PT. Hey, what's up, Humble Slug? I am leaving on Monday, so got a couple more days to practice here before I head over, and we'll see how that goes. And then here, an Eviscerator's Insight. I do like that one. There's a blue-white Greenland, not super into that. Shrieking Drake, I don't think so. Shadow of the Second Sun is pretty cool, but I don't think it's this deck that wants it. So I think I'm just going to take Eviscerator's Insight. Stay black. Nice little combo, by the way. Turn 4, you have no creatures in play. You cast a Curse Marauder, and then in response to the trigger, sack it to draw 2 cards. They still have to sack a creature, and you don't sack anything. Wow. You built your own Night's Whisper. But, you know, it does come up sometimes. I've played decks with a bunch of those. Wow. 5 packs on deck? All right. We're about to get some cut packs here, I would assume. People chilling here. Okay, what do we got? There's a Nesting Grounds, which can be good. Brood Scale, which is nice. Gargoyle, which is nice. I don't actually like Gravedigg that much. It not being a creature means it doesn't really recur. I kind of think I want Gargoyle. It's good with Nightmare and a Curse Marauder, and if you have Chthonian Nightmare, you do want some other energy sources, and white has those, so I think I'm going to take the Gargoyle. Oh, nice. Grim Servant looks really nice in this nearly black deck. Nearly mono black deck, that is. And I do think Mandibular Kite and Eviscerator's Insight and Rosecott Knight are all fine, but Grim Servant looked pretty good there. Here, oh, Essence Reliquary. Okay, it is time to cook. Essence Reliquary with a Cursed Marauder is awesome. Because this isn't instant speed, isn't sorcery speed, it's just only on your turn. So you just go, a Cursed Marauder is your only creature, in response, tap, return it, and then they just, you're basically paying 2 mana every turn to make them sack a creature. Take that over Jolted Awake, Dross Claw. It's a late Malevolent Rumble, but I think we've got a lane here. Yeah, MH3 is actually a pretty fun archetype. Oh, I think I take the Obstinate Gargoyle over the Transmogrant. I do ultimately want a Transmogrant, but Obstinate Gargoyle is a little harder to find. Late Cranial Ram too, but you know, that's not where we're at. And here, I think I actually want the green-white land over Expel. Expel is fine. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. But often you splash green, and just as a spell you can cast on one of your flyers and attack for a ton. That's great. All right, I'll keep taking Obstinate Gargoyles, I guess. Oh, a Windswept Teeth? I think I want Windswept Teeth more than Solstice Zealot. Solstice Zealot is nice with Nightmare, but I have tons of 3-drops. And getting good fixing to splash green is something that this deck likes to see. Faithful Watchdog, I don't think I really want to play. Okay. Well, this was a great pack 1. I have Chthonian Nightmare and Essence Reliquary, plus a bunch of cards that combo with them, and a couple Breather Lasts. That's like about as good as you can get. Eviscerator's Insight to sack these gargoyles is nice too. A Grim Servant, yeah, I like it. I think this pack was very good for me, and certainly this archetype seems open. So last pick Gravedigg, yeah, sure. Another Essence Reliquary, but no, another Cursed Marauder. Cursed Marauder, excuse me of how much I talk about this card. You're going to see me mention it a lot. It just is so good with Nightmare, with Essence Reliquary, Insight, even with Gravedigg. It just, with Obstinate Gargoyle, you just sack the Gargoyle and keep the Marauder. It just does everything you need and is also cheap and is interaction. It's just exactly the perfect card. Here, Jolted Awake is actually pretty decent in this deck. Getting back a Cursed Marauder for 1 mana is really nice. Scurrilous Sentry is also pretty good. I might just take Scurrilous Sentry because I think I'll get a Jolted Awake pretty easily, and I do want some of the bigger things. Essence Reliquary is good at just bouncing all your stuff that provides value. There's a lot of stuff in the set. Here, oh man, I love Either Revolt, but not in the space to take it. I think I might take Indebted Spirit. Bestowing on something and then sacking it to a Cursed Marauder, getting a token, then getting another token. Also looping this with Chthonian Nightmare is really strong. Basically, this is a 1 mana thing, so it only takes 1 energy to return with Nightmare, and then you also get a 1/1 token when it dies, and then you just keep doing that, and you're basically paying 2 mana to make a token. Well, 4 mana because you have to loop it over and over, but to make tokens and bring back things for free. So it's a really strong combo. All right, and here, whenever a modified creature you control dies. Oh, Guardian is pretty good with like Obstinate Gargoyles. If you have this as a 1/1 and it dies, you get a manifest. Indebted Spirit. All right, I'm willing to try a Guardian of the Forgotten. I've not played with this card yet, but I don't think I need to splash Cursed Wombat. I don't have a lot of tokens. I'll get my Transmogrant at some point, and this rare Keurig is just not a good card, so no good. Ooh, Glasswing Grace is awesome. The Conjurer is good too. It's not actually that good of a combo with Marauder because you have to sack a creature every time as well, but I think I'll just take a black-white land. I mean, Breathe Your Last is good, but I already have a couple of those and a couple Marauders. I think a black-white land that doubles as a finisher is really good. Does this deck fail if you don't draw Nightmare or Reliquary? Well, I mean, it would prefer to draw those cards. I wouldn't say it just fails. That's a kind of weird thing to say. Like, there's very few limited decks that just don't work if you don't draw their best card. You would typically not want to build decks like that. Like, that's not something I'm super interested in. But I will agree, certainly, that the deck is better when it has its, the cards it cares about the most. Okay, I've got enough of the flip lands. I don't need those. I think here's where I take the Jolted Awake. Dream Drinker Vampire is actually solid too, but I think Jolted Awake is going to be pretty good. Because it gets artifact or creature, so I can't get the Nightmare back, unfortunately, if I like milled it or something, but I guess I don't really even have any self-mill yet. Okay, Dog Umbra is just a good removal spell. I think that's probably going to be better. Deceptive Landscape would be good, except I don't even have a green card yet, though I have two white-green lands. How many? I have 19. I guess I have like 18 playables already, but I find Dog Umbra to be a pretty solid answer to some of the big Eldrazi. So I think I'm going to take that. Yeah, no, this looks good. And Jolted Awake came back. There's also Thraben Charm. I'm going to have a decent amount of creatures in my deck. Well, I guess I don't have that many in this version. I think I'll just take Jolted Awake. This deck is just going to be about looping a Curse Marauders. All right, well, now I wish I took the Obs on land over Dog Umbra, because I will... actually, Dog Umbra's not even very good in my double a Curse Marauder deck. Do I want this Nesting Grounds? Doesn't do too much for me, but I might want it. Yeah, I wish I just took the other land instead. I mean, it can be nice to have the Dog Umbra still, but I think a black-white green land would have been solid. All right, I'll take a third Jolted Awake? Yeah, I'm not going to play this 2 Nesting Grounds even if I want Nesting Grounds, so we'll do that. Oh, I'll take a Razorgrash Ambush as a spell / land. It's decent. All right. I am feeling pretty good about this. Probably not going to play the third Jolted Awake. Now, in retrospect, I didn't really think through the Dog Umbra thing enough, I don't think. Oh, there we go. Told you I'd get a retrofitted Transmogrant. In retrofitted, would have had one more black, green, white land. I don't think I want Nesting Grounds either. This is still 21 playables with 2 spell lands right now. Razorgrass and 3. So, kind of like 18 playables, and that's obviously great going into pack 3. I'm probably going to cut the Gravedigg because I think Jolted Awake is better. Oh, Expel. I'll take a second Transmogrant. I think this deck is just going to be happy playing them. Oh, I like Dream Drinker. Oh, the Necrobloom? I do like the Necrobloom, but I think I'm going to take Refurbished Familiar. I just picked up the 2 Transmogrants. Hey, thanks for the raid, MTG Malone. Hope you're doing well. Big fan of the Refurbished Familiar here. I just have a bunch of artifacts like Obstinate Gargoyles, Transmogrants, and Essence Reliquary. It's also really good with Essence Reliquary. I think I'm just happy looping this card. Oh, Felia. I'm going to take this card. This card is busted. I don't have actually that great of blink targets because you don't actually want to blink the Accursed Marauder a bunch. But you can reset Obstinate Gargoyles. Could blink Grim Servant, though that costs you a bunch of life. Blinking Refurbished Familiars is good. Yeah, I mean, Felia is just a busted card, so I'm going to take that. Maybe I'll wheel that Lethal Throwdown, too. And then here, I could take Inspired Inventor as a blink target. Oh, Volatile Stormdrake. Oh, I can't blink it. It's got hexproof from activated and triggered abilities. That's funny. A black, green, red land. I just don't have any green cards to play. Inspired Inventor is kind of nice with what I've got going on. I guess I will take that. Not a very good pick for. A second Essence Reliquary, probably not good. Oh, I do love Fanatic of Ronus, though I don't think this is the deck for it. I could splash it. It is really good. Or I could just take another Grim Servant. I've got life gain with the Glasswing Grace, I guess, and maybe the Dream Drinker. I'll take the Grim Servant. I think Grim Servant's pretty good. Oh, a second Glasswing Grace. Oh, the Spymaster's Vault is also a really strong card. They're both basically taking lands, which is nice. I think I'll take the Vault. I think the Vault is good, and I want to get a chance to play with it a little more. Oh, you're right. Hexproof, not Shroud. Okay, I wasn't splashing the Drake anyway, but... well, so... it kind of works, actually. Let me clarify. What I wanted to do was give them it and then blink it back to my side. You can't do that, because when they have it, it has hexproof from your stuff. So, there is that. Let's see. Oh man, this is a tough pack. I like all of these cards. White of the Reliquary would be awesome here. Muster the Departed, also really good. And Victimize, also great. Though I guess I don't have that many big creatures. Let's just take Muster. I think Muster is going to be very good in this deck. Oh, a second Eviscerator's Insight is actually something I was really hoping to get. Okay, so I need to cut some cards. Probably the Dream Drinker Vampire. Oh, let's put the spells in the sideboard for the time being. I've got a lot of spell lands. I'm just going to put all the lands. Sorry, I meant spell lands. I'm just going to put all of those in the sideboard. I think I have one more in here, right? Oh, second Indebted Spirit. There's also a Deceptive Landscape, but given that I'm not splashing green, I'm not that worried about it. Okay, this is 25 cards only? Okay, so that's not too bad. Once I cut the lands, it doesn't look too crazy. Maybe I could cut one of the retrofitted Transmogrants. Wow, I was really hoping to get one more refurbished familiar. That's a shame. I think a second one of those would have been really nice. I guess Inspired Inventor's among my weaker cards. How many creatures is this? Oh, this is still plenty of creatures. And then maybe one Transmogrant. Necrobloom came back. So did fourth Obstinate Gargoyle. So I have Windswept Heath and a green-white tap land. Is that enough for a Necrobloom? What does Necrobloom do for me? It's a good card. I think I'd rather just take an Obstinate Gargoyle. Okay, Lethal Throwdown is something I'm interested in. Okay, I guess I'll take one Transmogrant out. And... I mean, we're pretty high on cards here still. This is 25. And I also probably want to play 18 lands, because I think when I've got 3 different spell lands, it's kind of nice to be able to use them as spells and not always just as lands. All right, expel. I guess I could cut a Jolted Awake. Oh, Rose-Caught Knight. How many artifacts or enchantments do I have? I have 7 artifacts. Oh, wow. Never mind. Rose-Caught Knight is also something I want. No, you're good, Hey Brody. It's actually good to know that. Oh, I even got a Solstice Zealot, though I don't think I want that. Yeah, Nesting Grounds with the 4 Gargoyles is interesting. I'll have to look at my mana base. All right, this deck actually has a ton of playables. Shocker. So, just put the... I don't think I have any reason to play Windswept Heath, so I guess I won't. Glasswing Grace over a Plains. Strength of the Harvest, I think is good over a Plains. Even though it's a tap land, just sometimes this will give +5/+5. Just putting it on one of your things can be really strong. Razorgrass Ambush over a Plains. So this is still 44 to 6, 14, 17. And I kind of want one more land. This is 9, 10 black, and 5, 8. So let's see if I can do this. I'm not going to be able to get to that many. Am I? I guess Solstice Zealot can go. I can cut one Jolted Awake. I still have to cut 3. I guess I can cut one Gargoyle because I do have a lot of them. I like Muster. Is it possible that I want to cut Scurrilous Servant? I think Guardian of the Forgotten looks awesome. Or Scurrilous Sentry. I've got a bunch of other 4s that are pretty good value. And the retrofitted Transmogrant, I mean... Yeah, the thing is I don't want to cut Refurbished Familiar, which makes me a little less likely to want to cut the Transmogrant. I do like one Jolted Awake here. I could cut a land still. I like Felia. I like Muster. I guess I could cut the Sentry. I guess I can cut a Swamp and 8, 9 black and 6, 9 white. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't think I want Nesting Grounds here. Moving the gargoyle counters onto other things is kind of nice, but I just liked having my mana good. All right, let's try this. I think we're going to try it without the nesting grounds, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. This is a nice little start. Turn 1 Indebted Spirit, turn 2 just sack it to Eviscerator's Insight. And then I can Jolt it, Awake it back. I don't mind that. All right. Let's just pass. I'll block the Dream Drinker unless they want to put a counter on it. Okay. I think giving up a point of damage to make them use the ability now instead of playing a 3-drop seems good. Because if I attack, they can just attack back, and that's just horrible for me. All right, that's Eviscerator's Insight, making a token. Draw 2. Oh, yeah. Look at these good cards. And then Felia is awesome, but let's play the Obstinate Gargoyle. Hit for 1, because their thing doesn't have Menace anymore. I guess if they kill my Gargoyle, they can hit me, but I'm not too worried about that. They can put counters on it through some other means, maybe. Oh, well, I guess I wasn't double blocking. Not Master. All right. I mean, that's pretty big, but I think I'll just kill it here. Let's Jolt it, Awake the Indebted Spirit. Yeah, I'll pay the I'll pay the mana. Attack for 3. Pass the turn. I'm going to use Breathe Your Last on the Vampire, but I don't think there's a strong reason to do it first. Serum Visionary. Let's just kill that now. Look, I'll give them the knowledge that their creature is going to die when they're doing their scrying, but I don't think that's going to change a whole lot. Yeah, Bucky Curls, we got mid-range here. And look at this, Felia blinking Rosecut Knight. That's awesome. All right, let's send for 1 in the air. I guess I could have attacked with Obstinate Gargoyle. That was probably fine. Okay, I'll take me an Indebted Spirit. Picking up that late Rosecut Knight was really nice, I think. Okay. So they're like Esper Energy-ish. Let's go. Unfortunately stuck on single white, but that's fine. What do I want to do here? I don't care about killing any of their creatures. I might just say go. I might play Indebted Spirit. I really wish I had double white here. It's kind of annoying. I guess I don't really want to like play Felia and attack. I could give the Rosecut Knight +1/+1. I think I'm just going to hit for 1 and pass. I mean, I guess I could have attacked with the Knight. They double block. It's not like ideal for me. Okay, they got some sauce going on for sure. Let's see. If I make Felia into a creature, attack it. Let's just Eviscerator's Insight, sacking the Obstinate Gargoyle. Gets flying. I draw my 2. Okay. Refurbished Familiar is looking nice here. Oh, Grim Servant. I get it for 2. I want to get Chthonian Nightmare. I don't have anything to get back right yet, but I will. But I can wait on the Chthonian Nightmare. Like, we just have so much value going on right now. Let's send for 2 here in the air. Play another Obstinate Gargoyle. And play a 2-mana Refurbished Familiar here. Make them discard a card. And then I could also Lethal Throwdown, sacking an Obstinate Gargoyle, but they don't have any creatures I care about right now. Their Royal Cartographer is their best creature, and they're just pretty far away from like activating it. They don't have any energy, so I feel like this is better. Horrid Shadow Spinner. Sure. I mean, I'm kind of pecking them down here. And I'll play another Gargoyle, and I guess I'll just pass the turn. I'll probably Eviscerator's Insight one of these Gargoyles away at some point here. they're just not really doing anything I care about. I have so much. How do I have so many more resources? I guess I flashed back Eviscerator's Insight. Like, because right now I have 6, 10, 13, 18 cards, counting my tokens, and they have 5, 10, 12. I'm up like 6 things on them. And you could argue like the Spirit and the 1/1 Gargoyle aren't that big, but like neither is their 2/2. So overall, I just have a lot more stuff. Okay. Turn 3 Chrysalis. That is a nice one, yeah. Emissary of Soulfire. So they're up to 4 energy. Okay, that Royal Cartographer might be going down. Oh, they're going to give double Exalted. And then attack with like a 5/4? All right. Oh, they're going to modify the Gargoyle. So they're attacking with a 5/4. I mean, I think I'll just trade these 2 Gargoyles off. Seems fine to me. They get to gain some life. I get to get some Gargs back. Now they all have flying. I guess I'll cast the Eviscerator's Insight. I think I'll sack the Spirit. Give it flying as well. Oh, there's the Chthonian Nightmare and the Essence Reliquary. I mean, I don't really need it because I have too much to do here regardless. Let's send. They can kill a token or a Gargoyle. They're going to trade for the Refurbished Familiar. Okay, that loses their Exalted token. And then here, let's start Chthonian Nightmaring here. So let's go Chthonian Nightmare, get 3 energy. X equals 1, get back Indebted Spirit, sack a Gargoyle. Chthonian Nightmare. I mean, look at this. This is sick. X equals 3, get back the Gargoyle. Sack the Indebted Spirit. Get 2 tokens. Chthonian Nightmare. X equals 4. Because now we're going to get back the Refurbished Familiar. Sack the Gargoyle. And then they discard their last card. And so I basically get to pay 2 mana to make a 1/1, make some energy, and then every second loop make them discard a card. I have 7 cards in my hand. Oh yeah, they got an Undo Not Master. That they do. Okay, land. They're at 15. Let's attack with my flyers here. They can block the Refurbished Familiar if they want. They can block whatever they want. I mean, I'm going to kill the Undo Not Master at some point here, but with this Lethal Throwdown, but I figured I should just attack first. All right, so they get 2 counters. It's a 4/4 now. And then let's go Chthonian Nightmare. Get 3 energy. X equals 4. Get back Refurbished Familiar. Sacking a Gargoyle. At some point I could have looped Rosecott Knight if I really want to. A Cursed Marauder. Yeah, not doing the best here. Chthonian Nightmare. And let's get X equals 1. And get back Indebted Spirit. Sack the Refurbished Familiar. And then, no, I don't want to tap it that way. Chthonian Nightmare. And then now let's go Refurbished Familiar once again. Sack the Indebted Spirit. I'm going to have to discard to hand size. I'm drawing so many cards. Because now I draw a card off the Indebted Spirit. And let's go Lethal Throwdown. Sack a modified creature. Target the Knot Master. And I'll sack Obstinate Gargoyle. And then I draw a card. And then I could have, connived for 7. I don't even really want to do that. Here, I have 14 cards in my deck. I'm doing fine on that. I'll discard a Grim Servant. I don't really see a world where I cast 2 of these. We are going hard here. This is great. I would indeed say we're doing it. All right. Game 1. Ooh. Get up to Mythic here? Okay, so I guess Cube isn't live, that they've just shown what updates they're going to do. What are you snacking on today? Nothing too special. I got an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's. Look, say what you will. It is fast. I don't mind it. I like to have my eggs in the morning. And like I said, I was already running late because getting 2 kids out the door in the morning is not the simplest thing. Ooh, playing Mythic 192. Nice. Do we get a sign off at the end? Well, I'm not recording these. I'm streaming here on the Ultimate Guard channel. Oh, look at this hand. Tell me this isn't just like a sweet synergy deck. Turn 1, Transmogrant. Turn 2, I can either Curse Marauder it away, though probably don't want to do that because they won't have a creature on turn 1. But I'll play Eviscerator's Insight on 2. Then I have Gargoyle and Marauder and Grim. Oh, this is all just so perfect. The Grim Servant can go get the Chthonian Nightmare. I can just start looping Obstinate Gargoyles or Cursed Marauders over and over again. So I am loving it. Let's actually play the Transmogrant. I want to play my 1-drop. If I have to play this as a land, I will, but I kind of like having it, especially against green, as a way to just like go hard. All right, well, I guess I am, since I was on the draw, I guess I do play the Accursed Marauder here. Sack the Transmogrant. Is this stream sponsored by McDonald's? I wish. Let's go Obstinate Gargoyle here. It's a little annoying because I have 2 tap lands now, and I want to play my Grim Servant, but I don't need to do it quite yet. Also, this deck's really good against removal. Oh, so Myco Spawn is very good. They go get a land, any land. Probably one of the fetch lands is my guess. Unless they have like even like a special land to get, like a Nesting Grounds. No, they just got a fetch land. Okay. Land would have been nice. Let's just go Strength of the Harvest as a land. I know it's not a black land, but I think the Glasswing Grace is a lot stronger. Let's just pass. I kind of had to take a turn off there. But I'm still going to get to cast Eviscerator's Insight, which isn't bad. I probably just sack the Obstinate Gargoyle, though if they're... Nah. Let's just block. All right. That's fine. I'll just sack the Gargoyle end of turn. The Accursed Wombat. Okay. Eviscerator's Insight. Sack the Gargoyle. Draw 2 more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is looking good. Let's go land. I can kill that Wombat whenever I want. Oh, wait. I don't actually want to play... Hold on, the Grim Servant yet. I guess that was one downside of double blocking and then sacking, because I want this to get Chthonian Nightmare, so I'm going to wait till I can bring retrofitted Transmogrant back. That's my plan. And then next turn I can Grim Servant. I want to make sure I can go get the card I want, because it is your devotion to black that it counts. I've got some nice flashback cards in my graveyard here. Their deck looks pretty cool. I mean, they've played just 2 rares so far. 2 rares and uncommon, so yeah, those are good cards. But my draw has been pretty nice too. I just like how good my deck is against removal too. Other people having removal spells against me is just not that good. Okay, Gravedigg, make a 2/2 and a white. Sure, that makes sense. All right, Transmogrant. Draw. Essence Reliquary is also nice. Send with the Transmogrant. Grim Servant. Chthonian Nightmare. I'm debating whether I want to use Lethal Throwdown this turn. I think I do, and I think I'll sack a modified creature, target the Wombat, sack the Transmogrant. Because I still have a removal spell, and Now, do I want to play this Glasswing Grace or just play this? I think I'm actually just going to play that tap land. I've got so much stuff to do. I don't really think it's going to come down to me putting that aura on my creature. I'll block. I'm happy enough. Colossal Dread Mask. Okay. It's a little annoying because I can't use a Cursed Marauder to kill it, but I think we'll be fine. We can use Breathe Your Last here, which I think I will do. Kill the Dreadmaw. Attack, and then we're going to start getting Chthonian Nightmare going. Chthonian Nightmare. Let's see. I have 3 energy, so let's get back the Gargoyle first. Look at this. Tell me Chthonian Nightmare isn't just like a sweet first pick. Sack the Indebted Spirit. Hey, thank Marks. I appreciate that. Chthonian Nightmare. X equals 1. Target the Indebted Spirit. Sack the Gargoyle. And this generates energy, which means next turn I can go get Grim Servant. And Grim Servant can go get some stuff to get. I don't even know what I would want to get at this point. I kind of have it all going. If they don't have a way to get Chthonian Nightmare out of my hand, which there's not very many ways to do that. Is there even like a duress in this effect in this format? Thought Knot's here, I guess. I don't know that there is another one. Unless I'm missing something. And I mean, I'm going to loop a Cursed Marauder if they ever play a non-token creature. Oh, they have another Dread Mask. Okay. Oh, Muster the Departed is nice too. So let's go Chthonian Nightmare. Let's get back the Grim Servant. 4 Grim Servant. Sack the Indebted Spirit. And I can just get a removal spell if I need to. Because I don't think this deck has a disenchant, right? I do have Felia. Felia will kill the token, but I'll take a bunch of damage off of it. What else could I get? No, I guess it is probably Felia. I don't think Jolted Awake does anything for me, right? So let's get Felia. I want to play Muster the Departed, I think. And then keep the land up for Felia. And then I'll just take a little bit of damage here. I could actually just... Oh, yeah. Maybe I just... Oh, they're going to equip this thing. So they're going to hit for 12. All right, let's leave the Gargoyle back and do a little chumping. Should be fine. I'll populate, make another token. Oh, I could get a mono-white token or a white-black token. But this uses their whole turn to do this. I chump a bunch and then Felia blinks the 6/6 token. So they're kind of fireballing me if they do this. Oh. Okay, that I don't mind so much. Block. I think I'll just do some chumping here just to take a little less damage. And I don't mind those creatures going to my graveyard, so I have targets for Chthonian Nightmare. And do they have a land? It's got to be a spell land, yeah. Felia, draw, and let's play Essence Reliquary. Attack, blink the token. So they can block Felia with the Nyxborn Hydra. I think I just bounce the Felia here. They take 4. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of got this, I think, pretty much set. Because now I get to go X equals 2, get a Cursed Marauder back, sack a token, and just pass with... And I have to sack these two. Or I have to sack my thing, and then just pass with Felia up and populating my spirits. We're keeping in good spirits here. I can loop a Cursed Marauder like a million times. Okay, sure. I don't think that it even matters. Foul Strike. Yeah, all right. Kill one of my flyers. Okay. Annoyed Altasaur. It's a mere annoyance, nothing more. Chthonian Nightmare. This card has been a nightmare for my opponent. X equals 2. Target a Cursed Marauder. Sack a token. Cursed Marauder. Sack the Accursed Marauder. They sack the Altasaur. Attack. Let's trigger this. I'm not going to get to populate, but I get a +1/+1 counter on Felia, and I break even, so that's fine. Nightmare. Nightmare. X = 3. Get Obstinate Gargoyle back. Sack a creature. Nightmare. Nightmare. Get the 1-drop back. The Indebted Spirit. Sack Obstinate Gargoyle. And lastly, but not least, Nightmare. What do I have to get back? Grim Servant. I go to 3. Let's just get back the Transmogrant. Sack the Indebted Spirit, I think. How close is this to recurring Nightmare? It's actually better now because it's cheaper. Play a land, and I don't even need to Essence Reliquary. And then this comes back, gives me a 1/1. Philly gets bigger, and they're, I would say, super dead here. Another Annoyed Altasaur, all right. Into a Malevolent Rumble. No, Collective Resistance. Oh, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Sure. I mean, my Felia is just going to attack. I could attack and Felia their thing, but I think I'll even just be fine just a Curse Maraudering. Oh, they get to kill an artifact and an enchantment. Right, right. And boom. All right, we did a pretty good job just grinding them out. This is exactly what I said this deck was trying to do, and it's been pretty nice. All right, let's get in there. I'm enjoying this. This is the gameplay I can get behind. I think given this deck, I'll just play the Spirit on turn 1. I don't know which of these artifact or which of these spells I'm going to want to play as lands. That's pretty good. Cranial Ram is a good one. All right. It's fine. I'm going to play Razorgrass Ambush on this Pteramander if they move the Ram, which I hope they do. No, Dreadmobile. That's pretty annoying. Okay. Let's see. Draw. Oh, Breathe Your Last is pretty good against Dreadmobile. Okay, let's just do that. I feel like the odds that they don't attack with Dreadmobile are pretty low here. And we'll see. No, wow. Okay. This is a good deck. This is where if I just had a Witch Enchanter to recur, it would be a pretty easy matchup probably. As things stand, it's going to be pretty difficult. And let's go Breathe Your Last on the Dreadmobile. Yeah, see, said Slam. The flashback video that the folks at TCG Player did were really good. They talked about a 16-0 run, and that was obviously very fun for me to watch. All right, let's play Obstinate Gargoyle. Let's play Strength of the Harvest. Just pass the turn. Some point they're going to move a bunch of Rams over to that Pteramander, and I'm going to kill it. They can hit me for a lot of damage this turn. Though if they don't have a land, it's not that bad. They didn't play a land last turn. And here, what I probably want to do is go like bestow Indebted Spirit on something and then Lethal Throwdown it. The other thing is Razorgrass Ambush is going to be great this game. It's just my goal, like the way I win this game, given that they have 2 copies of Cranial Ram out, is I just have to kill all their flyers, and basically my removal can't go to ground creatures. I mean, this was an exception because it has Menace, because I can lock down the ground pretty easily. Honestly, with a bunch of Indebted Spirits, I can block in the air too, but on the ground, I can actually kill their Cranial Ram creatures because they don't give that much toughness. Okay. Oh, they're going to play Sundering Eruption as a land. All right, I'll take 7. And I think I'm supposed to use Lethal Throwdown here, though I'm not sure. Yeah, because this can pump 7 mana. So yeah, you can pump next turn. So if that's the case, let's go Bestow onto the Spirit. I think I'd rather sack that one. Hit for 4. And then Lethal Throwdown, sack a modified creature, target their Terramander, sack the Indebted Spirit, make 2 tokens, and be left with an Indebted Spirit in play, and draw a card even. I guess I need to play my land first. Oh, that's going to be nice. I will probably be casting that this game. And this game was a pretty good testament for spell lands, right? Oh, Lelia? All right. Well, just put 3 blockers in the way and hope they don't have Galvanic Discharge. They did not. I mean, that was fine. They got to hit a land off it, but not the end of the world. I'm just going to Glasswing Grace the Gargoyle. Now it even gets flying. Land, hit for 5. I would have flooded out pretty badly this game if I had not drawn... Like, I played this as a land, but I played Razorgrass Ambush and Glasswing Grace. So imagine if I just had, like... Because when I played this, I then drew a bunch of lands after. But imagine if I just had 2 more lands. I would just be dead. So I just have to hope they don't have removal and they're dead in 2 turns to the Gargoyle. And I get to play another Gargoyle next turn. Razorgrass Ambush is not looking quite as good with all those Rams in play, but they might not have enough time to equip all of them either. So we'll see. Oh, do they have like a Gravedigg or something? They're just going to get back like Lelia and attack? Sure. That's not so bad. And Obstinate Gargoyle plus Razorgrass Ambush is a pretty nice way to block down Lelia, if that's what they're doing. Do they have a way to kill this Gargoyle is kind of what I want to know. Oh, they have Infernal Captor to steal it, I guess. No, they just played the Infernal Captor. All right. Okay, and I'm going to keep the planes in hand in case they play Refurbished Familiar. Yeah, this card's like, it feels like it's so close to doing something so good, but you can't steal the thing you sack, obviously, so it kind of needs multiple things. And all right, we beat a nice little double Cranioram Lelia deck. Don't mind that. Diamond 2? Okay, we're getting there. Let's go. 3 dubs. Okay. Playing against Rather Play Hearthstone, that's their name? All right. That's funny. Oh, look at this hand. This is a hand. Tell me these Indebted Spirits haven't just been incredible. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to play one. I'm not that close to bestowing. They had some... They got some emojis. Or emotes, I guess. All right, well, I'm just going to play the Chthonian Nightmare. It's like a little bit awkward because like now it can get blown up. But I think using my mana is pretty important. I'm going to play Essence Reliquary next turn. Molten Gatekeeper. All right, red-white beats. Oh, Guardian of the Forgotten could be good this game. Let's play Essence Reliquary. And I think just past the turn, I'm probably going to chump the Molten Gatekeeper here. Okay. Once again, a disenchant would be really nice. Next turn, I've got some plays. Okay, Breathe Your Last isn't bad. Let's go Refurbished Familiar. You discard a card. And then Chthonian Nightmare. X equals 1 on, hold on, 3 energy. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is X equals 1 on Indebted Spirit, sack Refurbished Familiar, and then Jolted Awake the Refurbished Familiar, paying the full 4 energy, but making them discard another card. And yeah, okay. And then this deck is basically happy to just always trade off. Oof, okay. This is going to be hard. Well, I have to try to take those down and, hold on. I just have to take the least amount of damage possible, and I know they can get their thing back, but I think this works better. I get a 1/1, they have 1 card in hand, land. I think I'm just going Chthonian Nightmare, pass. And my plan here is to breathe your last. They're going to bring back a Molten Gatekeeper, and in response, I'm going to kill one of their other Molten Gatekeepers. Hey, thanks, Dan. Yeah, going 16-0 at the PT is like one of my finest Magic achievements for sure. I'm quite proud of it. It was a really cool time. It was really cool, and it's also like not ever going to be topped. All right, I guess I have to kind of take this because I want a creature to sack to Chthonian Nightmare, but at least one of their Molten Gatekeepers goes away for good, and they had no play this turn, which was nice. Okay, let's send for 1. Okay, and then Chthonian Nightmare, back to Indebted Spirit, sacking this. The Guardian isn't doing anything right now. I mean, I'm going to play it this turn, but it's not actually making any manifest because none of my creatures are modified. What do they have? Oh, Thraben Charm to exile my graveyard. Okay. That's pretty good. Well, let's just go land, Guardian, Chthonian Nightmare. I'm probably dead now. I could have bounced the Nightmare there if I wanted to, but I don't think I need to. Because now they just equip Kite and attack me. I mean, I'm not dead, but I just need to draw something. It went from being good to not being great. Okay, I mean, that does help. Oh, this is Vigilance, so I guess I'll attack. And Essence Reliquary, the Chthonian Nightmare, and play it. Just to generate some energy. And then now if I draw some sort of energy or some sort of creature, it would be pretty good. But yeah, no, the Thraben Charm got me nicely. Kill that, gain a life, go to 7. Okay. The Mandibular Kite is going to be a problem going forward. If I draw Glasswing Grace, I could probably win easily because then this thing just attacks for 6 lifelink in the air. Oh, they're paying the life. Oh, they want to play Ral? Okay, that's not like that bad. Ugh. All right. Just need to draw the creature. I mean, it's actually not even that simple. I don't just need to draw a creature. I would really like to draw Eviscerator's Insight alongside a creature. Now they get to discard a card to play their top 2. Discard, and they hit Skittering Precursor and a land. Okay, so they can bring back a Molten Gatekeeper, play Skittering Precursor. That's not actually that great. They might want to just bring back a Gatekeeper, Mandibular Kite me, or I guess Precursor, and then equip Kite. Okay. I mean, it's getting pretty close. They're taking a lot of damage. Let's see if I can draw something. Oh, Lethal Throwdown. I go to 3. I mean, I guess I have to do this. Sacrifice a creature. And I'm not going to bother making more energy. It doesn't matter. All right, they make a Spellgorger Weird, which can't attack or anything this turn. Land. They want to deal... They can deal 4 to me by equipping... Or they can deal 5 to me? 6 to me, actually. Sorry. Because now this comes in. I take 1 down to 6. And then they equip the Kite. But now they have... Why'd they equip Kite on that one? Okay, that's kind of weird. All right, I'm at 2, facing down a Spellgorger with flying. Let's go... a turn earlier, this would have won me the game, because then I just attack and blink their Spellgorger. Is there anything I can do? I can get back a Guardian, but that doesn't help. No? All right. Thraben Charring Exile in my graveyard got me pretty good there. Dang. I would have been able to pretty easily just win off looping 1/1 spirits and stuff like that. But they found a good use for that card. It's 3/1? Yeah. Still doing just fine here, I think. All right. I feel like this deck can get 7 dubs here. Opponent goes first. The Glasswing Grace that I needed. This is still a pretty strong hand, I think. Definitely needs to draw one of its like Obstinate Gargoyles or bestow 1/1 spirit things, but a Curse Marauder into some decent 4-drops with a Lethal Throwdown in hand seems totally fine. Oh, Retrofitted Transmogrant. What a draw. That just makes my whole hand better. It makes Refurbished Familiar cheaper, turns on a Curse Marauder, turns on Lethal Throwdown. Like, what a card, huh? Are they going to play a 2-drop that makes me use it? No, I guess not. Oh, Felia? Okay, I like that. Let's play Glasswing Grace past the turn. And now I can just play a turn 3 Refurbished Familiar. I could also... what I could do if I wanted is I could just pass, end of turn play Felia, and then next turn I can play Refurbished Familiar and immediately blink it with Felia, which is kind of nice. Or I could play a Cursed Marauder. Let's go for the Felia play here. They don't know it's coming. They're probably going to attack with the Serum Visionary. I'd be pretty surprised if they didn't. And then that opens the door to me attacking back. All right. Let's see what they got. Hopefully not Writhing Chrysalis. Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Revealing 2 lands and 2 spells. Nice. So now they have to take a land. And I hope they don't have a removal spell here. Let's go Felia. No Ether Spike, please. Not that that's a card that looks super likely given what they have in play right now. Oh, they have Galvanic Discharge, though. All right. That's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's draw. Lands are fine, but spells are also fine. I mean, either way. Let's just play the Guardian here. Like, at some point I'm going to make them discard a card, but it doesn't really help. First of all, I know they have a mountain, but also they just have a lot of cards in hand. So let's just be more efficient here. Smoking some wings today. I was just talking to my brother, making sure he's coming. Okay, they had a deal for Exile. Exile is pretty good against this deck because I just have a lot of ways to recur. I still feel pretty good about this situation, but oh, even better now. But we'll see. Let's just play Refurbished Familiar. Make them discard a card. And I would like to trade Refurbished Familiar for their Serum Visionary because it makes my Curse Marauder a lot better. I mean, they have a lot of removal spells for an Eldrazi deck. Usually, like, I mean, this is already 4, and we haven't seen even their whole deck. So, oh, they just got a Twisted Riddle Keeper. Wow, they could have played that. Not that that would have been, like, amazing, but they could have played it. Yeah. Let's just keep battling here. They have, like, a Brain Surge or something. What I'm scared of now is card draw. I'm not really scared of Eldrazi. I have 3 removal spells in hand. I really just don't want them to have, like, Unfathomable or Truths or whatever to 5 mana draw 3. Okay. Yeah, this looks perfect because now I just trade. Titan's Vanguard, whatever. Draw. Let's go. How do I want to do this? I mean, I want to play the Accursed Marauder this turn because it's just really nice to be able to know I'm getting a good card. If they played like a Basking Broodscale, it would be pretty bad. But I guess I'll go Accursed Marauder. And I think I'm actually fine sacking the Marauder because I'm going to sack them both ultimately. And then attacking for 1. And then I'm going to play Swamp and play Viscerator's Insight, sacking this now. A, so they can't counter it, but B, what if I draw 1 drop? I've got a couple 1s in here. All right, 2 land. Well, 2 land, except one of the lands is secretly a spell. And then now I have bring this back, sack it eventually. Like, it's obviously takes a while, but oh, Lelia, don't hit, please. Ugh, they hit a creature they could play? That's brutal. Okay. That is annoying. I'm going to play their Void Pouncer and pass. And I drew another land. Let's bring back Retrofitted Transmogrant. Lethal Throwdown. Sack a modified creature. 5 mana. It's just Annihilate. 5 mana, kill your thing, draw a card. And if I draw the 1-drop white creature, the Spirit, that'd be so sick. Obstinate Gargoyle's pretty good too. I'm going to take a little more damage here, but next turn I'll get to have a bunch of removal spells. If they have like another Haster or something, obviously I'm just in a lot of trouble. But all right, I go to 7 here. Let's see what they got. Removal wouldn't be that good. It's actually a little unlucky that I drew like my just creatures that are not very good against removal. Really, they didn't? That's crazy. They should have sacked the Spawn to pay the kicker. It's kind of wild not to. Let's play a Gargoyle and pass the turn. I don't think I need to play a second Gargoyle, and I'm happy either bringing back Transmogrant or using Razorgrass Ambush or Breathe Your Last here. Do they have Signature Slam? Oh, Petrifying Meddler. All right. And I guess I'm going to use Razorgrass Ambush to deal 3 to the Myco Spawn. All right. I take some damage. And Ghostfire Slice. All right. That felt a little unlucky how that all played out. I don't know. It just felt like they just kind of like got it over the top here. Huh. Like hitting the Void Pouncer off Lelia was pretty bad for me. I do think they should have sacked the Scion to kill my land, but yeah, that was interesting. It just ended up that basically we traded cards, which I'm usually good at doing, but I didn't draw any of my recursion stuff. And it happened that while we were trading, I just ended up like slightly behind. Like I was basically behind by about half a turn, where you can imagine that game where we're trading cards and I'm not taking 3 a turn. It just so happened that I was taking 3 every single turn just because they got to play 2 spells in the same turn, and I had to spend, I mean, that really was the key, was that I spent 5 mana to kill Lelia, bring back Transmogrant, sack it to kill Lelia, and they got to hit me for 3. Then next turn I kill their thing and they hit me for 3, and so on and so forth. So like once you kind of get behind, you end up taking a lot of extra damage. I think I'm going to play the Glasswing Grace here. I just think with it, first of all, Essence Reliquary. Oh, I didn't even mention this. Oh, Nadu? Okay, I guess I'll have to kill that. Essence Reliquary can pick up your lands. So that part is actually huge. Just kill the Nadu now. Hopefully they don't hit a land. Brain Surge. Okay. Playing against a lot of card advantage. They got one card up on the Nadu exchange. There's going to be another card up on the Brain Surge. I'm going to try to kill that Royal Cartographer before they get to 6 energy, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do they have a fetch land? No. That would be so perfect. They'd get 2 energy and get to shuffle. Oh, they didn't attack. That's kind of weird. Let's just play Obstinate Gargoyle here and pass the turn. What we're going to do this game, if we're not disrupted, is pretty nice. We're going to get to go... Actually, land would be pretty sick. Oh, they missed on land. They got Brainstorm locked. That's really funny. I don't really want them getting back Nadu, but I guess I can't do anything about that. I could go Essence Reliquary, Refurbished Familiar, but what I think I'm going to do is attack with the Gargoyle, because I'm going to sack this to Viscer's Insight right here. Oh, they didn't even block. Nice. Because what I want to do, if I can, is kill that Evolution Witness before they can get Nadu back. Okay, I cannot. It is unfortunate. Let's go... What do I want to do? I got some options. Excuse me. I could play Essence Reliquary. That doesn't do anything this turn. I could bestow the Indebted Spirit. But do I even care about that? I think I'm just going to play Refurbished Familiar, make them discard a card, and probably just cast the Indebted Spirit. Because I want to land a big Strength of the Harvest here. All right, if they don't have a land here, then I'm liking my situation. Dog, what do you think's going on? Come here, come here, come here. Good girl. Okay, they Nadu. They get back Nadu. If they didn't draw a land to cast the Nadu this turn, I like my spot. And if they did, I think I still could certainly win this game, but would be a little bit more annoying. All right, Tempest Harvester, they're up to 4 energy and no lands. Razorgrass Ambush, huh? Let's go Essence Reliquary. Bounce a land. Replay the land. Strength of the Harvest on Obstinate Gargoyle. And attack for 8 in the air. And now they really need something to answer the Gargoyle. And even if they have it, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, they drew a land. This is the Disciple of Fraelis, sure. So they're at 5 energy. They can't quite draw with Royal Cartographer yet. Another temp. Oh, now they can, but now they can't answer the Obstinate Gargoyle this turn. Oh, they made... That was a pretty big error, actually. Playing the land when you didn't need it, because they could just play the Tempest Harvester, means they can't go blue land Demon Fury or whatever. So they actually threw that one, I think. Oh, they had Foul Strike. Okay, never mind. They had their bases covered. I mean, I still feel pretty good about this situation, but that was pretty good. Because next turn, oh, Spymaster's Vault, huh? I'm gonna use the tap this Essence Reliquary it back. Play the Vault. Glasswing Grace on the Refurbished Spirit, or Indebted Spirit. And send for 5. I also have Jolted Awake, but I don't think I want to cast that because I can't get back the Gargoyle. I don't have any energy right now. Petrifying Meddler, tap down the Spirit. Okay. And they found their land. All right. It's going to be a close game. I think I'm going to be okay here, but we'll see. Also, they could start attacking here. At least with the Evolution Witness, and the Royal Cartographer. Oh, you're attacking with the Tempest Harvesters? That's kind of weird, but okay. I will take it. Well, I'll block it, actually. What do I want to do about that petrifying meddler? I've got Jolted Awake. I've got Razorgrass Ambush. Yeah, Kelvindale. That's for sure. I've got some things I could... What do I want to do, though, is the question. They have a lot of cards in their hand. The 4-5 was a pretty good play here. I can bounce the Refurbished Familiar and play it for 2 mana. Yeah, I guess I could even play it for 1 mana by playing the Retrofitted Transmogrant first. That's not very useful, but I don't think trading... I mean, I could attack and trade Refurbished Familiar for Petrifying Meddler thanks to Razorgrass Ambush. It's not that appealing to me either. Let's just bounce the Refurbished Familiar. Let's just cast it for... Oh, 3 mana. No, I don't want to cast it for 3 mana. I want to cast it for 2 mana. All right. And then cast it. Basically, I got the Transmogrant into play and then made them discard a probably useless card. At this point, they've drawn a bunch of cards and they have tons of cards in their hand. The Royal Cartographer is actually kind of getting up there. I'm like a kill spell away from winning, maybe. Now that they're going to have a Nadu, that's not entirely true. I also am a Chthonian Nightmare away from doing some pretty good stuff. I've got an Eviscerator's Insight if I have the time for it. Oh no. Okay. Bounce Indebted Spirit, exile Refurbished Familiar. Wastegate Battle Mage is very good against this deck. Okay. Yeah. This puts me in a pretty tough spot. Their Foul Strike got me good. Oh, wow. Leaving back all those things. Okay. Let's bestow onto this. And Eviscerator's Insight, sacking it. Draw 2. Make a token. And okay, Guardian of the Forgotten. I could bounce and replay a land for Razorgrass Ambush. I could also Jolted Awake. Nothing good. I could also cycle Jolted Awake. Well, I think at that point I might as well connive the 1/1 here. I think that's basically just better than cycling Jolted Awake. And I'll keep a land in hand and pass the turn. All right, I feel like I'm pretty dead here, but never say never. They just have way too many cards in hand. Okay, yeah. All right, well, did end up not doing as well with this deck as I had hoped. I think the deck had some pretty cool stuff going on. But one of the risks you run is things like Wastegate Battle Mage go pretty hard against this kind of deck. So that is, of course, the downside, though. Fun deck to draft. Let's draft again, shall we? Why not? After all, why shouldn't I draft again? All right, well, it's Writhing Chrysalis against Felia, and if it's the Pro Tour, pick one, pack one. I'm just taking Writhing Chrysalis. I do think it's the better card. The card is just pretty broken. There's also a Marionette Apprentice, which I like too, but I'm going to take Felia here. I would like to draft a little more with this card, try to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with it. I mean, it could be Black-White Sack. Warren Soul Trader is a very good card. There's also Golden Tail Trainer, which is okay. Faithful Watchdog, which is okay. All right, let's do it again. Let's run it back, you know? Two rares to start with is kind of a nice place to be. Had I taken the Chrysalis, I would just take like Fang Flames out of that pack or something, but I like this start. Oh, perfect. Now I can take White of the Reliquary and be like the black-green version, maybe splashing Felia. White of the Reliquary is very strong if you can get it to work, and that is my goal here. I think I take Repurposer here. It's really good with White and Warren Soul Trader. And I want to be black-green, so I don't really want to take Static Prison. So Repurposer, normally I would say Malevolent Rumble's better, but this deck's not ramping to, 7 drops like the Eldrazi decks are, and I just have 2 things that sacrifice creatures, so the card that makes 3 creatures is probably a pretty good card to take. Yeah, Felia is an amazing card. I mean, I've been playing with this card in Vintage Cube. Like, it is just a great card. The power level on it is very high. It just has so much flexibility. As it comes into play with Flash, or like you get to play it into their turn so they don't know it's coming. It can remove a blocker. It can kill tokens, their tokens. It can re-trigger your ETBs, and it even grows. Like, the card is truly nuts. And I will be willing to splash it because it looks like we are moving into black-green more. With the cards I have, would I trade Felia for Writhing Chrysalis? I mean, probably should, honestly. That's funny. Writhing Chrysalis, what were they thinking with Writhing Chrysalis? Like, it is just an unreasonable card entirely. This pack, it has an Annoyed Altasaur, which I kind of like with like some of this, all these ramp me to 7. I don't think I want Essence Reliquary here, and I don't think I want Ooze or Dread Mask. Bloodstained Mire is also not crazy, but I think the Altasaur is going to be pretty good here. How would I restack Chrysalis to not be busted? Well, there's a couple knobs you can turn. It doesn't have to have reach, first of all. Part of the reason it's so sick is that, like, you can't outrace it with flyers. You could certainly make it smaller. 2/2, 1/2 would be reasonable. You could make it cost more, but that's changing. I mean, I don't know exactly what their goal is with the card, but hold on. Can we? No, I don't think we can audible into Kozilek's on Ceiling. This is a black-white-red fetch, so it helps to splash Lelia or Felia. That's probably better than Flooded Strand, I would imagine. Oh, Drowner of Truth I also like. Yeah, I would start by making it lose reach and maybe making it a 1/2 or a 2/2. I kind of like the uneven stats. 1/2 I like more than 2/2. Just like 2/3 I like more than 2/2 or 3/3. It just is kind of a cooler texture. I think I like Drowner over the other lands. The other lands are pretty good. Not so much into Creation of Avacyn. I just think the card is quite bad. I guess I will take Solstice Zealot. I'm just not going to play that card. Mindless Conscription is not a bad card, but I don't really think I'm going to be drawing extra cards so much. It does make some tokens. Airy? I don't know what the Airy is. Though I guess Blinking Mindless Conscription with Felia is pretty good. I could take Petrifying Meddler, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, the Auxiliary. Yeah, that card's great. A really strong card, too. I mean, 4 mana for 5/5 worth of stats, right? Ooh, do I have any elves? I don't, right? No. I mean, I could take like Watchdog or Golden Tail Trainer. Those are strong cards, but they're not really for this deck. I guess I'll take I'll take the Dross Claw. I think I'm a little more likely to want that. Another Drowner. Okay. I think that card's really good. Take the Charitable Levy. I'm not really going to play that. Interesting first pack. Well, black didn't seem super open, but I do have 2 very strong black cards. All right, I'll take the Dread Mask, but I'm not going to play it. I think with Altasaur Double Drowner, I don't really need Dread Mask. This pack, it has a bunch of really good red cards. I don't want to take Imskir Iron Eater. Muster the Departed, I think, is a pretty good card. I could see playing that. Make a 1/1 spirit, and end of turn, if a creature died this turn, populate. And populate lets you create a token of a copy of a creature token, which means I could also make Eldrazi. I can't make treasures. There's also Undo Not Master. Serum Visionary is a good card. Watchdog. I mean, Tranquil Landscape's not crazy, but I'll take Muster here. I feel like Muster is going to be pretty good in this deck. I could just be obs on. Oh, a second White of the Reliquary? Yeah. Okay, we're doing that. This looks great now. Now I've got some really strong reasons to take early tokens, like the retrofitted Transmogrant would be awesome. More Eldrazi Repurposers. That's the great turn 2, turn 3. Turn 2 White, turn 3 Repurposer is extremely good. Here, there's Grim Servant once again, but I kind of think I just want Priest of Titania as another cheap creature. Though Grim Servant is kind of nice as a just free material to sack, but you do lose 3 life. Let's just go Priest here, I think. And then here, I mean, I guess I could take Boggart Trawler. I don't think Avacyn's the Curse of whatever. The Avacyn Saga is very good now. Distinguished Conjurer is also kind of nice in this deck because I'm going to make a bunch of tokens. Is the plan at least? All right, let's just take that. We're just going to go full 3 colors, and now Undo Not Master I think is going to be pretty good. Ripples of Undeath is just way too bad to play. You can't put that card in your deck. Oh, Breathe Your Last. That's a nice pickup. Okay. Honestly, this Dross Claw might be getting in there. I don't think I'm supposed to Volt Storm Angel or Rosecott Knight. And then, hey, what up, BK? I guess Eviscerator's Insight is kind of interesting. And then here, I don't really like Expanding Ooze all that much, but it's fine. I could take Collective Resistance. I do like just having a disenchant effect. Yeah, this one's kind of nice. My first couple of picks were White of the Reliquary, it was White of the Reliquary into Warren Soul Trader after first picking Felia. But I'll take another Knot Master. I don't like Gravedigg all that much. I think Knot Master is decent. Dreadmobile. Don't really want to play that one either, but we'll see. And I need more fixing because I just have 1 black-white land. And if I'm trying to play just all 3 colors, I mean, the White of the Reliquaries do help. And maybe the Distinguished Conjurer was a bit of an aggressive pick, but I do kind of like it when you're making a lot of tokens. Oh, I'll take a Scurrilous Sentry here. I like that card well enough. Yeah, we got some stuff here. I'll give someone Is It Generatorium so they can have some fun with their energy. All right, pack 3, let's go. Oh, another Necrobloom. I do like the Necrobloom. That thing wheels a lot in my experience. I'm just going to take Nightshade Dryad. I think that's probably better than Solar Transformer. I just have to take a creature when I have all these Whites of the Reliquary and whatnot. All right, Nightshade Dryad it is, with Necrobloom as a potential wheel. I mean, Distinguished Conjurer probably doesn't make it. I think Muster is going to be pretty good. Here, oh, there's a Chrysalis. Chrysalis is good, but I might just have to take like Malevolent Rumble. I don't think I'm supposed to take another color of card here. Yeah. All right, Malevolent Rumble is also very good. There's also a Bridgeworks Battle, but I think the Rumble is going to be pretty nice. Dreadmobile looks a little bit suspect as well. Oh, Cursed Wombat? Dang, Ugin's Binding too. Cursed Wombat with Knot Masters, Scurrilous Sentry. No, that doesn't do anything. I guess with Felia, sure. Yeah, no, I mean, Cursed Wombat's good. I think that's better than Breathe Your Last for me, most likely. And then here, I mean, Nadir's Nightblade has a pretty high end, but I don't think I'm making quite enough tokens for that. I've got token, and then token. I guess I guess it is pretty good with Muster the Departed, but I think Evolution Witness is going to be better. Also, the Nightblade wheels a lot of the time because not very many people can play it. I like Nyxborn Hydra and all, but I got to just take a land here, I think. I've already got plenty of playables, and making sure I can cast my spells is good. A second Witness. Yeah, I mean, I do like Evolution Witness. All right. It's also really good with the Wombat because it double triggers when you have that in play. Oh, I love Witch Enchanter. I don't have any ways to... I don't have Victimize to get back Angel Rune, so I'll just take the Witch Enchanter. This deck doesn't have any recursion. Oh, no, never mind. It's got 2 witnesses. Never mind. It's got tons of recursion. This is 24. Okay, so there is a Nesting Grounds with double witness now. That's pretty good. Do I want Hydra Trainer? Hydra Trainer is also a pretty nice card. I've actually been kind of impressed with Hydra Trainer. Oh, look, we got a Nesting Grounds for free if we want one. There's also a Fetid Gargantua. I think I'd rather have the Nesting Grounds here. Area Auxiliary? If I can swing the mana, which I can't, really, it'll be good. No, I'll just play the 3 colors and play the Nesting Grounds. It'll be fine. I mean, I have the 2 Drowners as tapped forests, so right now this is 24 cards. 23 cards, because the Witch Enchanter is also a land. I guess I can take out Collective Resistance now that I have the Witch Enchanter. Alright, I mean, this seems pretty reasonable here. I'll just use White of the Reliquary as mana fixing. I'll play like 1 Plains. Okay, Nightblade came back, though I don't even think we're going to play it. Though, it does work really nicely with... oh, Guardian's interesting. Huh. Let's go to deck building, because I think there's some threads here I want to investigate. Okay, so... I've got a lot of the counters theme with this Cursed Wombat is the main thing, and like I guess Nesting Grounds with the Witnesses. Let's take out the lands. So we cut those. We're at 17 lands, 1 over, and I could play. I think I want to play 18 lands, so I want to put those in, and I want to cut 5 cards. Or no, not that many. Sorry, this is 13. This is 17, 18, 19, 20. I need to cut 2 cards. But 2 lands and 2 cards, yeah. I mean, 2 plains plus 2 landscapes is 4 white, plus Witch Enchanter is 5 white, plus the 2 whites, or the 2 whites. The whites, and then a Nightshade Dryad. I mean, that's probably fine. I could probably, and this leaves me with 5, 6 black, and 5, 6, 7, 8 green. Okay, so I guess I'll take that out, put another swamp in. And then that leaves me with Rumble, 7, 8 green, and 6, 7 black. All right, yeah, that looks pretty good. Mindless Conscription can probably go. I don't really have a way to trigger it. Area Auxiliary can probably go. It's good with the Witnesses, but and like a Hydra Trainer and the Wombat, but feels like, I mean, Dross Claw, is that better? Maybe I'll just get a little greedy. I mean, after all, why shouldn't I get a little greedy? Let's just do that. I think Area Auxiliary is just very good. All right. All right. Well, my black-white deck looks pretty good here. I have a black and white land, so there we go. Flooded Strand. Ooh, Eviscerator's Insight. I like that. Let's go get my plains. Pass the turn. And obviously a forest would be good here. Getting to any land will let me cast Muster into Eviscerator's Insight. Okay. Don't like seeing that. Yeah, I gotta play this as a land. It's kind of a shame they have an artifact in play, but I'm going to play this next turn. I think losing 3 life is just too bad. The only way it would have worked out better is if I just draw 2 land in a row. Maybe I just need to draw 1 because then I could play Muster and sack it to Eviscerator's Insight, but still. I guess I could just play this land anyway. Okay, Muster. I mean, I would like to keep this creature token in play if I can, so that the Muster of the Departed does something. But we'll see if that's a possibility. They didn't play anything on 3. That much is nice. They have Area Auxiliary here, probably. Oh, Bespoke Battle Wagon. Wow. Yeah, it would have been nice to have my Disenchanted Idiot. Okay, they're going to hit me here. It's fine. I'll play the Area Auxiliary. It's probably my plan here. And then I did draw all lands in a row. Yeah, I like this. I could have also like played the Knotmaster, but I really want to use its ability, and I think playing Hydra Trainer and using the Knotmaster that turn is a little bit better. You're going to draw a card. Oh, they're getting energy. Okay. So they're getting energy instead of drawing a card, which means they probably have decent plays already in hand. Otherwise, they'd be looking for something. Though I guess they could also just tap it now to draw. Oh, they play the red-blue land. So they probably just have red cards in hand. That's why they didn't play anything on 3. Oh. Okay. Really, if I were them, I would have just hit the 2/2, because then they don't have to... A, they don't have to pay energy cost. They can just let this go away. And then B, it makes the Muster of the Departed quite a bit worse. Really? They're paying 2 energy to gain 2 life? I don't think that's a very good deal, given the circumstances. Oh, Drowner. Kind of would like to cast that. Let's go Hydra Trainer. And Knotmaster. I'm going to put a counter on each of them. I just don't want to move all in on this flyer because I'm afraid it's going to get killed. Oh, they have Ether Spike here to counter my Knotmaster, my throw line. If so, that's okay too. Not too worried about it. And next turn, I have Thraben Charm to kill that. Sure. So now my Muster of the Departed doesn't do anything because I don't have any tokens in play, but maybe that'll change. Drowner, I guess, is a little hard for me to make tokens in this deck. Not impossible, though. Really, they're just continuing to not draw cards off their Battle Wagon. I don't like it. I guess they have the Static Prism they have to pay for. But, all right, we'll see. This Knotmaster could be good. The Battle Wagon is going to be pretty annoying. I hope at some point I can like snipe it with Breathe Your Last. Oh man, I'm dead. Satya is just so good. Oh no, they're supposed to copy the Battle Wagon. They could crew the Battle Wagon by paying energy and then Satya and keep the Battle Wagon. Seems like a pretty good deal. Though I guess if they copy it, it wouldn't be attacking. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. And then they get to pay the energy to keep the Riddlegate Gargoyle around. Warren Soul Trader. A little late for that. I guess I have to play this as a land. Kill Satya. And then pass the turn. I mean, that does gain me 3 at least. And populate nothing. They got to draw a card now. Well, clearly they should have at least made energy. I think maybe they just roll a dice on the Battle Wagon every turn. I mean, I'm super dead. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, playing the Witch Enchanter's line did not work out. It did seem like what I was supposed to do at the time. In that same spot, I think I would make the same decision. But it certainly was not great for me. All right. I'm at 6 now. And yeah, Omega dead. All right, well, that did not work out. This deck I like a lot less than the last one. I feel like this deck is kind of missing the recursion theme. So this deck is capable of some good draws. Like playing White of the Reliquary into an Eldrazi repurposer sounds like it would be pretty good, but I think this is going to be a bit less consistent. All right, we'll keep this. This time I will not play the Witch Enchanter early because I want to play... I have Cursed Wombat I want to play on 2, which I can't play if I play the Witch Enchanter on 1. I mean, Cursed Wombat into Evolution Witness is pretty good, though. The only problem with that is the Evolution Witness doesn't have anything to pick up here, but that's fine. I mean, this just looks like a game where they're on the draw, didn't have a 2-drop, and I'm just going to be able to curve them out here. Oh, Voidcraw is pretty good. I think I'm just going to kill the Voidcraw because I don't want them to ramp into something massive. And then I can play the Sheltering Land, get a Plains, hit them for 4. Because like I can make the Wombat to a 5/6 next turn. I mean, I could also not master. Oh, what I probably do is I just adapt the Witness and then not master both of them. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. We'll see what they do, but I have some potentially very large attackers here. Serum Visionary. Okay. That is really not going to do it. Unfortunately, this triggers only once a turn, so I'm not getting back insane value. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's just go adapt. Get back the Sheltering Land. If I had more permanents, I could get back more. And I'll just give this 3 counters as well. Sheltering Landscape and attack, and like look at how big these things are. They don't even know I've got a nesting ground. So next turn I'm probably gonna go. You get to kind of launder counters where you move a counter. They tap the Wombat, sure. I'm gonna leave the Sheltering Landscape in play. I don't need more green, and it helps for drowners. Nesting grounds. Wombat, Witness. Oh, I guess I could have sacked it because I was just going to get it back anyway. Sure. Well, either way, I think they're in a little bit of trouble here. Nesting Ground as generating a counter is pretty sick. I'm going to go to 2 or Chumperino. Chumperino. Looks pretty good. Well, I gotta send BK an important message here. Okay. What did they do? They played a Serum Visionary and a Tempest Harvester. And then Horrific assaulted the Not Master. The only time they'll be able to do that, really. But it's okay. I have an Evolution Witness. I'll just get it back. Oh, man. Malevolent Rumble, too. Let's start by casting Malevolent Rumble. Oh, we got so much to do here. All right, let's take, sure, White of the Reliquary. No, Warren Soul Trader. I mean, whatever. Land, Nesting Grounds, move a permanent from Wombat to the Witness. Get back Not Master. Get back White of the Reliquary. And I guess I can't attack with the Wombat unless I go throw a line. No, I should not throw a line here. Well, yeah, actually, after all, why shouldn't I throw a line onto the Witness? Let's see. Let's go. Oh, sorry, BK, I'm streaming, so I can only send really important messages. Let's get back Swamp. All right, well, this deck does have its charms. I will say that. I mean, I guess I hadn't drawn Evolution Witness Wombat earlier, and it's just going pretty nuts. Annoyed Altasaur, what you got? Is it a Demon Furier? No, it's a Sage of the Unknowable. I mean, Malevolent Rumble to basically draw 4 cards because every permanent I flip I just get back is pretty nice. All right. Boom shakalaka. Hold on, let me see. Let me just see what time we want to eat the wings, BK, and then we'll see. I'm on the play. I'm actually going to mulligan this hand. That hand just didn't do anything. Wow. This is just some really good discipline there. Rewarded for it, you might even say. Look, and I get to go Felia into muster, make a token, attack, flicker, muster. Okay, BK, if you want to head over here like 4, yeah, that'd be good. Faithful Watchdog. I mean, that is good because I'm not going to be able to do everything I want, but I'm going to go muster. And then I still get to attack and flicker the Watchdog. I could have played not master tokens into attack with Felia, but I can do that later. Please don't kill my Felia. I'm really looking forward to doing some things. If they didn't have a 2-drop, this game was basically over because Felia would have blinked muster and I would have had 2 tokens and a 3/3 Felia, but maybe it was too much to ask for them not to have a 2-drop. They sometimes will. Where'd my dog go? Where'd the disloyal dog go? Oh, she's over there. Oh, hey, Jules. Another dog. Speaking of, oh, this is a faithful watchdog. She wouldn't know anything about that. Into indebted spirit. Okay, you got some things. Sure. Let's draw. Not master. I could move the tokens around, but that doesn't really do anything. I guess attacking with Felia is no longer very good because I can make it a 4/4 and blink a watchdog, but that also doesn't do anything. Huh. All right. What a beating of a play. Let's just hit for an extra damage and then go all in on Felia, which I doubt this is going to work. Like, there's so many things they can do to remove this or pump one of their watchdogs. But as things currently stand, Felia does keep the dogs at bay. Oh, no. Don't highlight my Felia like you have a targeted card. Lethal Throwdown? That I did not expect. Yeah. This looked like it was going to be such a good start, but their faithful watchdog ended my dog dreams. Okay. Let's just play the Not Master. And pass the turn. Oh, they have Thraben Charm too? Ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm pretty dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This might be one of those 1 in 3 sort of deals. Come on, play your card. They're just going to highlight every card. All right, I can highlight cards too. See, I knew it was a Thraben Charm, and I knew they were going to play it. I mean, if you can get the deal, 3 land and all spells that cost 3 or less is a pretty good deal. You just have a lot of spells to play. All right. Well, had I drawn a green land at some point, I still would have died. So, back down to Diamond Tier 2. All our progress. All right. We'll go one more, but it's okay. The cool thing is, if you lose, you can just, draft again. Gunnar Kai 64. Wow, I didn't know Kai was on Arena here. Opponent goes first. Oh. This is the dream. Turn 2 Knight, turn 3 Repurposer. I just need to draw 4. See, look, easy. I'm glad we're gonna get to have that curve at least once. I was really hoping that would work out. Hex Gold Slith, sure. White of the Reliquary. I will take your damage. They don't even need to give their thing first strike. They could just attack with it. I'm not blocking. Please don't kill White of the Reliquary. It would be really nice if I could do the thing I'm trying to do. No, you do not need to give it first strike. All right, good play. Good play on my opponent's part. Next turn, I go Repurposer, sack a token, go get a land. Amped Raptor. Ooh, what are we amping into? Into a Thriving Skyclaw? I think Thriving Skyclaw is quite bad, but it has its moments, and this is looking like a good one. When you cast it on turn 3, it's pretty good. Turn 3 on the play. All right, I do have the ground at least somewhat locked down here. So I just need to draw an answer to the Skyclaw, I suppose. Solstice Zealot. Sure, that doesn't really change anything. They can't really profitably attack with Hex Gold Slith. So yeah, they're just going to attack and pump the Skyclaw. All right. Yeah, so basically I just need to draw a removal spell for that. Sack the token. And just get a forest, I think. Draw. Felia is definitely a card. Let's play Nightshade Dryad, I guess. Swamp. Pass the turn. Okay. Probably just getting up planes here, I would imagine. Yeah. This looks like a red-white energy aggro deck. Conduit Goblin. Okay, we got some things here, huh? What are they gonna do? I guess they can't attack with the Goblin this turn. They can attack with everything else. They can make their Skyclaw big. They can tap down Repurposer and attack. I kind of feel like, are they gonna make this a 3-1? They're just gonna smash with everything here. All right, here we come, huh? Wow. It is funny that this deck is going to end up going white into Repurposer and just get smushed. I mean, their draw is sick. Amped Raptor is the most winning uncommon in the entire set, and they had a really strong draw here, but it is just kind of funny that we actually did the thing. Okay. Do I want to play Felia to block? Probably not. Let's go Nightshade Dryad, Repurposer. Sack the Repurposer, make a token. Just go get a swamp. I have a colorless from the Nesting Grounds in case I draw Drowner anyway. All right, I go to 9. They lose their Slith at least. And a turn play Felia. Dog Umbra the Felia. But Felia's a dog. How could that matter? 9. I mean, I don't really have much to do that's all that relevant. Let's kill the Dog Umbra. Attack with Felia and blink the Solstice Zealot. I mean, that wasn't even good. All that did is give them 2 energy for 2 damage. Oh, well. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll trade for the Conduit Goblin, but yeah, they could just not block. Molten Gatekeeper. Okay. Sure. Yeah, they got stuff. I'm just mega dead here. Even if I draw an answer to the Thriving Skyclaw, I'm just getting in there. Oh, white has Vigilance? I didn't even know that. I'd never played with that card before. Good call, Brandon. Good call. All right. You know what? That didn't work out very good. Let's draft again. I think we can do better. I mean, I would hope so. She ignores me. The dog ignores me as usual. Okay. This time, maybe we take the Writhing Chrysalis. No, I think Felia is good, though. Honestly, Felia has been a little harder to get going than I had hoped. Like, I think it is a strong card, but in some ways it might be better in Cube because Cube, there's just fewer creatures on the board in general, so it's more likely to be able to just attack. It's kind of the same thing Lelia is going through. Like, Lelia is a very good card in Cube, and I think is solid in draft, but not insane. All right, here I will not try to avoid Eldrazi to the extent that I'm not taking Titan's Vanguard. I'm going to take Titan's Vanguard. It's, I think, a lot better than Dryad or Wither and Bloom are the other two cards in this pack. Nothing else comes close. And Vanguard is good. I mean, we're allowed to draft Eldrazi. There's no rule. There's no rule saying Eldrazi can't play Magic. Hold on, let me find that video that I was talking about. Because this was a pretty fun one. If you haven't taken a look at it, I think this one was a cool one. So now there's Victimize. I do love that card. I do think I'll just take Skittering Precursor. Titan's Vanguard does push you towards being like a red-green beatdown Eldrazi deck, and Precursor is a pretty nice thing to curve into, especially this triggers when you sack the common fetch lands, so you can end up making a decent amount of tokens off of it. All right, I'm in for that. It's not the most Eldrazi card. Like, the ramp Eldrazi decks don't usually have like a ton of use for this, but I found it to be decent. So I don't mind it. All right, what do we got here? Well, see, here's the thing. Now what? What are the best cards in this pack, first of all? No, Pat, Eldrazi is the best deck by far. I was intentionally the last draft. The first draft, I think I naturally drafted black-white, but the second draft, I intentionally didn't take a better Eldrazi card because I wanted to draft something else because I've drafted Eldrazi so many times. I don't know, Pat, if you've been following it, but they printed a common that's like a 2-mana 6/7 that adds 2 Lotus Petals when you play it. the 4-mana 2/3 that makes 2 spawns, then gets ++1 when you sack a spawn. It's the third most winning card in the entire set. Like, all rarity. It's ridiculous. So, in any case, I mean, the best card in this pack, honestly, I think is a Cursed Marauder, but I'm not really in a position to take it. I might just take Rush of Inspiration. All right, I'll take a blue-red land. There's also Windswept Heath to go with Skittering Precursor. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ooh, I do like Solar Transformer. I could be blue-red, like more of a blue-red energy deck. Junsack would be fine, but I don't know. I just did drafted 2 black decks in a row. I think I'll take Solar Transformer over Fanged Flames and Annoyed Altasaur. I like the Transformer. Mana Acceleration in disguise. Actually, this isn't really disguised. It's just exactly Mana Acceleration. There's no... The one thing it does do, it generates energy for other uses as well. We could be an energy deck. Rush and Solar Transformer are a start to that. Blue-red energy, maybe splashing the Vanguard. Like one of the things I've liked is like a mix between Eldrazi and energy and like a base blue-red deck. So maybe we can go that direction. We'll see. I'm kind of regretting not taking the other Accursed Marauder because I would just have 2 Accursed Marauders in a Skittering Precursor deck, and that would be awesome. Maybe I still do. There's also a Sneaky Snack. There's also Sage. I mean, the Sage also looks pretty good here with what we have. There's also some black-white lands. I don't really want Nyxborn Hydra. I'll take the Sage. We'll see. Okay, now I can take Seething Landscape. I think that would be decent. We're not taking Cranial Ram. And then, a Cyclops Superconductor. I think we're going that direction. Hey, what's up, Hat? How's it going? Hope you had a good stream and, got to play some good decks and all that. We're drafting a variety of decks that may or may not be Eldrazi. I guess I'll take Skyclaw, though I think this card mostly sucks. We're just chilling, I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days, as well as some of the best players of all time testing with us. That's always nice. There we go. Tempest Harvester. I think Electrozo is fine, but I like Tempest Harvester a lot. Sage, I don't even know if I'm going to play, but Energy does seem somewhat open. Let's put Titan's Vanguard and Sage in the bin for now. No, there was an article, Briblek, that Staborski wrote. It was like, and Team Channel Fireball has John Finkel, Kai Bude, and Luis Scott Vargas, the 3 best players of all time, and Nassif's just on our team. It's like, excuse me? So that was funny. I don't think I'm going to play Inventors. Maybe I'll play Inventors X. I don't know. What happened to the double white deck? I don't recall drafting such a deck. Because if we did, certainly we would have gotten more than 1 win. Ooh, Royal Cartographer. Okay, well, we found the lane. Getting a Royal Cartographer 11th pick is a huge sign. So, ooh. I like that. I mean, I have a Seething Landscape and a Solar Transformer. Pyretic Rebirth looks great here. All right, Thriving Skyclaw, you can get out. I don't want you. Eldrazi is definitely not open, but Energy looks like it might be. Oh, look, and a black-white-blue land. That's really good for Precursor, Splashing Rebirth, and this could also mean playing white. Last pick Cranial Ram, huh? Don't think we're doing that, but that is funny. Boom. Haragast is pretty cool. Is this card good? Hey, what up, Sponzy? Sponzy big timing my texts about wings. Oh, oops, I shouldn't talk to Sponzy about wings because BK's in the chat. That's kind of awkward. I guess given that you already found out BK, you can also come over. Let's see. I think I'm just going to take Serum Visionary. I think Serum Visionary is awesome. I don't think the Haragast is what I want. I'm not going to have that many creatures in play. I don't know. Maybe I should just take that to see how good it is. But and then here, I actually do like Skoa Ember Mage in these kinds of decks, but I think the Superconductor is probably a bit more what I want. It enables the Royal Cartographer pretty nicely. I also feel like you can pick up a Skoa at some point. I've never done the thing where you play it and then you grandeur it and like Fire Blast them. So it does sound kind of funny, but I've never actually run into that myself. Flare of Denial, nope. Tune the Narrative, great. Fang Flames, okay. Galvanic Discharge, it's like the Vince McMahon meme where just boom, Galvanic Discharge is just the nuts. So Swords to Plowshares. Swords to Plowshares that also sometimes generates energy for you. Look, I'm in my zone now. The blue-red energy deck, splashing Pyretic Rebirth to get back Serum Visionary, like tapping Royal Cartographer to draw 3, like this is where I want to be. I really do like the black Chthonian Nightmare decks, but this deck is really what I'm into. Ooh, Tameo meets the Story Circle? I haven't thought this card was that good, but I don't like Smelted Charge Bug. You smelt it, dealt it. I'm not running that in this deck. I think the story circle could be good. And then here, I'll just tune the narrative. It drives me crazy how many rares that are just not functional in this set. Like, I get they're putting these cards in for like other purposes, but like, just put this in the commander set. Why did you put this in the set? What is this doing? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. Pyro Surfer is a strong card in an aggro deck, but Tune the Narrative is much more our speed. Look, I'm not saying that design has like a lot of different like stakeholders and you know, a lot of different like conditions they have to meet. They're serving a lot of different masters here, but that doesn't mean I have to like putting unplayable like rares that just literally don't work, or cards like Wirewood Symbiote in the set. Like, it just really rubs me the wrong way. All right, I'm gonna take Twisted Riddle Keeper here. I don't know how often I'll emerge it, but I'll be able to some of the times off like a Visionary or a Cyclops Superconductor. That's even like a nice little combo. I think that's better than a blue-red land. Oh, another Serum Visionary. This card is just awesome. Like, I think that some people forget that, especially in these Modern Horizons set, you can just play really, really high rate cards. Like, they would not print Serum Visionary in most sets, you know. I already have a Sage in my sideboard, and it does not look good in the deck. So I think I'd rather take a Thriving Skyclaw, which I also know I'm not going to play. I don't know. We'll play a second Tempest Harvester, though. And going into pack 3, we have 15 playables right now with some like Skyclaws and stuff in the sideboard. Wouldn't mind a few more sources of card advantage here. All right. Yeah, Kalia sounds busted. Oh. I don't think I really want to splash the Riddlegate Gargoyle, but Sundering Eruption is a pretty strong card. Less good in a controlling deck, but I still think like it's probably a little bit better. Plus, this is an energy generator. Did you know that? I have Royal Cartographer in play. Blow up my land, go get another land. Oof. Still makes all their stuff unable to block. I mean, the thing about Riddlegate Gargoyle is like I don't really want to splash a 2-drop that's not that great in the late game, so I'm just not very unlikely to play it. I don't know what my fixing would have to be to play it. Oh, well, no one's taking Craniorams, but even better for me, no one's taking Tune the Narratives. I thought I might get that card back. I could use like a big energy payoff. I mean, I have a Royal Cartographer. That is a big energy payoff, but I could use like another big energy payoff. Like, look at this thing. When it enters the battlefield, you may go Dryad land for what? Oh, each time you've cast your commander from the command zone? Get this out of the packs. Come on. Like, unbelievable. What's up with this Voidcraw? I'll give someone a last pick Voidcraw. Maybe they want it. All right, what do we got here? Bespoke Battle Wagon, Galvanic Discharge. I think it's just going to be the Discharge. Discharge is just so good. Like, just 1 mana kill anything is just too strong to pass up. As much as I like the Battle Wagon. Also, the Battle Wagon, and Unstable Amulet. Both those cards are great. Yeah, look, there's 2 really strong energy cards in this pack. I got to get one back. Because, look, Wombat, Battle Mage, Witch Enchanter, Refurbished Familiar, Malevolent Rumble. Those 5 are like locks to go. So I think at the very worst, I'll get a Skoa Ember Mage back, but I bet I get the Battle Wagon back. The Amulet you can play in lighter energy decks because it always just replaces itself. You have to be pretty heavy energy to play the Battle Wagon, and I feel like I'm the only person doing that. Witch Enchanter, Disenchanter. How good is the Skittering Precursor right now? I've got 2 lands. That's not so bad. This pack's a lot less enticing. Oh man, Spring Heart Nantuko's a busted card. I can't really take advantage of it. I don't think. I mean, the card is really, really messed up. The problem is it takes a lot of green because you want to bestow it, play a land, and use it, and I'm not going to have double green even if I splash it. Kozilek's Unsealing, I have one 8-drop, and that's it. So do I want a Skoa Embermage? I probably want Skoa Embermage over Shattered Landscape. I'm not... I've got the Rebirth kind of already locked up with 3 sources. And this does feel like a pretty good Embermage deck. I just have kill your thing, draw some cards, hit my land drops, play this, get it back, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, a second Pyretic Rebirth. Yeah, I'll take that. I think it's going to be really good in this deck. And the Tune the Narrative probably comes back anyway. It might. I wouldn't guarantee it, of course, but I think the second Rebirth is pretty nice here. I mean, even just getting back Serum Visionary and nugging for 3 and just at instant speed, I don't know, it's pretty great. Getting back Riddle Keeper is nice. I can also like loot away the Riddle Keeper and then just get it back as a deal 8. Yeah, there were a lot of busted green cards. Green was very much not open in pack 1, so that is why I didn't end up there. Thankfully, I did not take the disastrous pivot into Jund Sack, like, despite the advice of some people to go that direction. I'll take Serum Visionary. Tempest Harvesters get worse in multiples anyway, because looting has diminishing returns. Just once you've started to loot, your cards get better, so you don't need another looter. So I'll just keep taking card draw. Hey, what up, BK? I didn't know you were hanging out here. You do agree, though, this deck is the nuts, and the Jund Sack deck. We've got a lot of 3-drops here. With the issue of the rares being specifically for other formats substantially impact the viewing experience? I don't know about substantially, but it is just pretty awkward. Oh, I do like an Amphibian Downpour. That's a good removal spell. I could use another removal spell. Kills some big things pretty nicely. Like, it's just kind of silly. Imagine you're like watching the featured drafter, right? And it's like, you know, Gabriel Nassif, what's his rare? And it's like, oh, it's that Jody thing that now the commentators have to explain that there's no command zone, so the text is just completely blank. And just as more importantly, though, just drafting on Arena, you're just drafting for fun, and you're just opening these rares that just like not only do nothing, but may even look like they do something. Oh, there we go. Depth Defiler. Love that card. And Copy Crook, I specifically think is quite bad. All the big creatures to copy have on-cast triggers, which you don't get. It just doesn't really work, whereas Depth Defiler's the nuts. Also getting Depth Defiler so I can get it back with Pyretic Rebirth? Yeah. I guess the landscape doesn't help. I would like one more land. I did pass up a land at one point, and another black-white-red land, just because I have now 2 things that care about colorless, but not too worried. Oh, Ral and the Implicit Maze is a great card. Oh man, so is Solar Transformer. Oh, I gotta take Solar Transformer. I have so many 3s, and I have double Rebirth. Yeah, I have all these things. All right, any Battle Wagons? And Unstable Amulet. Oh, which one's better? That's actually kind of interesting. I think I make energy well enough that the Battle Wagon is probably what I want. Because it's board presence, not just card draw. Oh, and I got a Shattered Landscape back, too. Let's do that. Oh, and a blue-red land? Nice. Yeah, it's close, PK. I don't know. I feel like But the thing about the Amulet, though, is it's pure card draw. The ping effect doesn't matter that much. Really? I have a lot of card draw in this deck. I have Rush, Triple Visionary, Double Pyretic Rebirth. The Battle Wagon can impact the board by being a tapper, and I have a lot of energy generators, so I think it is close, but I think the Battle Wagon is going to be a little better here. Did I consider the red-black dual land? No. My mana's fine. Okay, so this is a land I don't have, and I actually think I'm just not going to play the Sundering Eruption. I never can imagine doing that. Okay, so this is 6, 13, 17, 18 land. I kind of like 18 land. I guess I got to cut Tamia Meets the Story Circle. And Skittering Precursor. I do have 4 lands, and I have an Emerge card. What do we think about Skittering Precursor? I do have 7 3-drops plus the Amphibian Downpour. I guess the Precursor is probably the card that gets cut here. I could also play 17 lands. Maybe 17 lands with double Tune the Narrative, double Tempest Harbor. Yeah, I'll just do 17 lands. Could probably cut a red here. 1 swamp's got to be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. Oh, 6 black sources. Yeah, that's plenty. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red, plus the Transformers. This deck's perfect. I would lock this deck in at the PT, obviously. But that's true of most decks I draft. It's very skilled at drafting. I would not have locked the White of the Reliquary deck at the PT. Would I have taken that first black-white deck at the PT? I think so. I think that deck was good enough. Pro Tour competition is also hard. You end up with worse decks in general. So yeah. So here's the real question. Would I take the average deck that BK drafts on Moto as my deck in the Pro Tour? So people on Moto are worse than people at the Pro Tour, though that one's closer than Arena for sure. But BK also likes cooking. He loves to cook. So it's pretty close. Okay, let's play Bountiful Landscape and go and get a mountain. Solar Transformer turn 2. Turn 3 Serum Visionary. And game. Oh, actually, let's just play Royal Cartographer. Now that I have my 3rd land, I don't really need to do that. If you'd only draft on Arena, would it be worth it as PT prep, or the bad habits it teaches be worse? Oh, it's better to draft than not draft. Drafting on Arena is still better, I think. Let's just play this land, I guess. So do I want to play the Cyclops Superconductor or the Serum Visionary? I think it's the Superconductor. And I guess I'll attack for 1. I kind of feel like, given I have my land drops, I can just wait to see what they're doing and what I want with the Visionary. I think it's better to draft than not draft. So I think drafting on Arena still teaches you how the cards play, what's a lot of what is good. Oh, Pyretic Rebirth. Look at this. Look at all this. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to play Serum Visionary, so I'm going to sack this and get a swamp first, and then because I am scrying, so I don't want to have to mess up the scry. Draw, Seething Landscape. All right, I don't really want Tempest Harvester, but I will definitely continue taking Serum Visionaries. Next turn, I'm going to play Solar Transformer Serum Visionary, and I'm just going to have so many cards up on them. I do think it's better to test on Magic Online, which is where I've done a lot of my drafts, because it's best of 3. It's, I think, more skilled players. Like, there's a lot of reasons to do that. But Arena's still good prep. I had a draft format. Oh yeah, March of the Machine. I 6-0'd limited at that PT, and I drafted almost all on Arena. I thought that was good enough prep. You know, that's what I was doing. All right, let's play another Serum Visionary here. Galvanic Discharge. I don't think I want Amphibian Downpour. I've got like a lot of removal coming here. Transformer, make this Superconductor large. And then attack with that for 3. Keep back the 2 Visionaries to block with. And then next turn I go Skoa, Ember Mage, kill your Marionette Apprentice, Pyretic Rebirth, the Royal Cartographer maybe. Or save the Rebirth for Skoa. Was it good to practice on Arena? It was all bots? Yeah, no, not so much. All right, I'm ready to get blown out. Sure. I don't really care. The Serum Visionaries, that was a 2-for-1, except it was actually a 0-for-1. It was still in my favor because those all replaced themselves. Frogmere Enforcer is a 2-2. Patience, young Padawan. I don't think you needed to do that. All right. Boom. Kill the Marionette Apprentice. And let's just chill. I feel like I have so much card draw in my hand that I should just wait and not. Ooh, that's a good card. That makes a lot of sense why they would play their Frogmere Enforcer. I'm going to kill the Imscure Iron Eater for 1 mana because my deck is cracked, but... Oh. I don't really want to bounce it because then they just draw another card. So let's go... I mean... 2 mana. 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 It's actually kind of interesting. What do I do here? I guess it's a little mana efficient, but I'll nug that. Pay 5. And then I'm going to Pyretic Rebirth. Let's just attack with both. Now I think I'm kind of ahead. You don't really need to chump the Ember Mage. I'm going to Pyretic Rebirth and get back the... Oh, I don't have to do anything right now. All right. In that case, let's just cast Depth Defiler. Draw 2 and discard 1. Discard Tempest Harvester. I don't even need that thing. I mean, we're up so many cards here. I still have cards in the bank with Pyretic Rebirth, Twisted Riddle Keeper. Victimize. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. They get back a 5/5 and a 4/4. They have to sack their Germ token. And they draw a card and lose a life. I mean, I'm still just going to kill them, but it's kind of good. I guess I don't literally kill them right now. Because I can play the Twisted Riddle Keeper, but I'm a little bit short of winning the game. Is that true? Oh. No, because I don't even have to play Twisted Riddle Keeper. I can play... Oh, they have Lethal Throwdown? Alright, that makes me short. Otherwise, I just Pyretic Rebirth their one untapped creature and attack them for lethal. Oh, no, they're just deciding whether to play the land. Let's get back Relic Cartographer. Kill that and attack for 10. I could even do more. I could post-combat play Riddle Keeper sacking the Cyclops, nug them for 3. This deck I feel like is going to do well. Yeah. Okay. Opponent goes first. Nice. I mean, this just draws perfect. I'm not missing anything. Certainly not blue mana. On the draw here, I have like 10 blue sources. Yeah, I have a 17 lands account. I could probably link that. Let me see. A lot of my drafts aren't recorded on there because I play on my phone a lot. Oh, is that a Solar Transformer? That is a great draw. Okay. Conduit Goblin into a beatdown deck does scare me a bit. If they play... I mean, they're going to play something and haste it here. Yeah, I'm going to take a bunch of damage. But Serum Visionary might be able to get me out of this. Okay. Especially if I draw a Galvanic Discharge. Then I'm probably fine. All right, Serum Visionary. Island, please. Island. Needed to draw that one first. Do I keep this Bountiful Landscape? Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to. Yeah, I'm pretty dead now. On the draw against Conduit Goblin into Void Pouncer, and I missed my 3rd land drop. I mean, I did play the Transformer, so I'm kind of still keeping pace, but it just means I was on the draw. I basically didn't play a 2-drop. Yeah. They're probably going to hit me just for 5 here, I would imagine. Okay, and now let's go Landscape. I think I'm supposed to sack it first. Again, this is kind of painful, but I'm not making 2 plays that affect the board this turn anyway. So I think I might as well not shuffle away the cards I'm scrying here. Okay, now bottom. The funny thing is I wanted islands, but now I have to bottom them because I really want to find Galvanic Discharge. They have that too? All right, sure. On the draw against the hand that's like the nuts, and my draw was like a little clunky. Like if I had drawn 1 Galvanic Discharge, which obviously I could have mulliganed my hand if I wanted to, I would have been able to It doesn't matter. I would have been able to kill like one of those two and take way less damage, but that was just like the spooky draw that you really do hope not to play against. Conduit Goblin into 3-drop followed by 2 removal spells on the play. Most decks are gonna die pretty badly to that. If I opened on Galvanic Discharge and went kill your Conduit Goblin, then play my things, that's like such a different game, because then they don't hit me with Void Bouncer, they don't hit me with Conduit Goblin. I probably stabilize at 16 instead of or 14 or something. All right, but this time I'm on the play, and I will keep this hand. I think I'm just gonna play Island. The reason I'm not cracking the landscape is I'm not very close to casting Pyretic Rebirth, and I need a colorless for Depth Defiler. I don't really need a second blue yet. I have a lot of blue sources. I feel like I'm going to have an opportunity to crack the landscape later, but, especially with Skittering Precursor, I want to crack it with that in play. So I kind of feel like it's better to do it that way. Okay, Island. Wouldn't mind drawing a red. Seething Landscape. Well, I'll play that because I'm going to want to... That one I would like to crack sooner rather than later, so I'll make sure that that's in play. Oh, they have Discharge? They're not using it? It's pretty tempting to just use it. Oh, I see. They want to get their energy first. All right, so let's loot, because if I draw a red, it'd be pretty nice. All right, let's discard Downpour. I think against energy decks, it's not going to be that great. I'll play the Skittering Precursor. They can discharge it. That's fine. I'll play Bespoke Battle Wagon next turn. I don't really care too much about missing out on maybe one token. And I don't mind the Tempest Harvester in play. At this point, I'm probably not looting next turn. I'll just play Battle Wagon, make some energy, and then start Depth Defiling. I don't have an answer to the Is It Generatorium, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess they can zap the Precursor for 4 and draw a card. Oh, they're not? Huh. Interesting. Not killing the Precursor? Could they have a different... Is there any other card that costs 1 red mana? I don't really think so. I guess I actually want to crack the Seething Landscape. Oh, they have the Energy Axe. Yeah, that could make sense. I want to crack the Seething Landscape because I want to get a second blue now. I'll still wait on getting the black off the Contaminated Landscape. They can kill the Cyclops in response if they want. I don't know. What do they got going on here? No, they had... Okay, that's just a really weird way to make those plays. Were they thinking that I would play a better card? They took 3 damage off it and gave me a token for no reason. They did overpay so they could use Generatorium, which, sure, that's a good play, but I feel like the way they played that was not very good. I don't really understand what the benefit was. So, who knows? Well, it's going to be their Generatorium versus my Battle Wagon. They're both card draw. Theirs is more energy efficient because they gain, it's a lot better. They gain energy and it doesn't cost them energy, but they can't always use it. Copy Crook, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Take my turn. Twisted Riddle Keeper. I'm going to loot here because I wouldn't mind drawing a land. I don't really need another Tempest Harvester. I think I just play the Bespoke Battle Wagon. I was considering playing Depth Defiler, but I think this is going to be fine. I'll hit and see what they do with their Cyclops. I'll probably... Well, maybe I should have actually just drawn a card right away. I probably should have. I think that's what I'm going to do. Though, I guess it keeps the Cyclops ability kind of on tap here. Because I think drawing a card... Yeah, I should have just drawn a card on my turn. I'm not going to tap their thing. I don't care if it attacks. Okay, they go to 7 energy. And play an Amped Raptor. Oh, yikes. Okay. Oh, okay. They hit Tempest Harvester. That's not the end of the world. They have about 1,000,000 energy. Oh, and it's really nice they didn't draw an expensive, hit an expensive card, because then they would get to use the Generatorium. I mean, they're at 12. I'm attacking. I've attacked for a pretty decent amount of damage. Though maybe I want a Depth Defiler, actually. Or, sorry, Twisted Riddle Keeper. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to generate energy here. Oops. Draw. Because I can go land. I can Riddle Keeper sack the Cyclops. And let's see. I think I tap the Raptor and the Harvester and then pay the 3 energy to nug the other Harvester. Then I get this. I crew it with the Riddle Keeper. And send for 7 here. So now they're at 5 and I have a Riddle Keeper. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And then now they have they have one thing untapped. They have a Generatorium. They're not that close to using it. And I have a Lethal Flyer, which they might just be dead to. And the Battle Wagon is still kind of a nice threat, especially with like Depth Defiler, bounce your thing, crew the Battle Wagon. Okay, that actually did work out better. Really? They really want that card from Connive, huh? Okay. I guess if they don't have an answer to the 5/5, they kind of have to. So that makes sense. Electrozoa. Well, that would have been at least an answer to block the 5/5, though obviously it's not a very appealing one. I'll take 3. And I assume they've got something here. Another Galvanic Discharge would be tough. Oh, Petrifying Meddler. Okay. That is not going to work very well for them, to be honest. Play this with Kicker. Bounce the Meddler. I draw. And then I just crew the Battle Wagon. That game felt like they could have won that game. They had, I think, some pretty good tools, and maybe I had enough power that I would have eventually won regardless. I felt like I was kind of behind in terms of the cards they had. I think the Skittering Precursor play really made no sense, and it felt like the attacking with the Cyclops was like a little bit aggressive. I guess what I bet is that most people don't really see the Battle Wagon as like a 5/6 attacker, because most of the time it just sits there just doing its like things. But you know, as it turned out, just going, I mean, Riddle Keeper into Depth Defiler is a lot of tempo, but still, it just felt like they had the longer game, and I'm probably not attacking with that Cyclops very much if I were them. But who knows? I don't know what was in their hand. It could make sense. Let's see what we got here. I'm on the play. Oh, yeah. Seething Landscape. Seething with value. Turn 2, tune the narrative, then Serum Visionary. Serum Visionary is a good thing to sack to the Riddle Keeper. Though I guess I have to find a colorless at some point for that. Tune the narrative in case we draw like a tap land or something. Let's play the mountain. It's fine. Now I know I'm hitting my 4th land drop, though with Serum Visionary, it's pretty hard not to hit your 4th land drop. Obviously, they could have Ether Spike here, but no, they do. Oh, no, they have Planar Genesis. That's also very good. They're going to get to ramp. So they did have a 2-drop ramp card after all. Unfortunate. Okay. Visionary, draw Island. Yeah, sure. We'll keep these. Oops, that's not the order I wanted. Whatever. It doesn't really matter because I would rather lose than cast a 1-drop instead of casting Battle Wagon next turn. But I did technically want it the other way. If they play a Void Craw, I'll probably just upkeep tap it with the Battle Wagon. Yeah, I guess that's what they're playing. All right. Bespoke Battle Wagon. Oh, that was a little bit sloppy. I could have attacked for 2 for sure. That was me playing too fast. The F6 value too good. If they want to spend their turn drawing a card with the Void Craw, I'm okay with that. Okay. That works for me. Next turn, I'm going to be able to kill the Void Craw. I could crew the Battle Wagon as well. So I go land, Tempest Harvester, get 2 energy. Crew 4, so I'm attacking for a little bit of extra damage. I think with Ember Mage and Riddle Keeper in hand, I just want to deal max damage. And then nug that thing for 3. Yoink. And I'm basically paying 2 energy to deal 3 damage here, because I could have just attacked for 2 and tapped the Battle Wagon to get 2 energy, but I think that's a good deal. So are they straight blue-green? It looks kind of like it. I mean, they could still have red and they just drew their blue-green fetches, but it looks very Simic-y. Next turn, Ember Mage attacked for 9. I mean, assuming they play something like an Ember Mage, which is not a guarantee given their colors. Like if they play a Petrifying Meddler here or something. No, Repurposer, not so bad. Okay. Oh, do they have the Hunger as well? No, they played a blue-white land. Ooh. I don't mind Galvanic Discharge, but I think it's still better just to get the creature into play. Target the Repurposer. They get a token. Crew 4 off the Ember Mage, and then just attack with everything here. I don't need to spend mana to loot here. What do they have beginning of combat? I don't really know. No, can't be Signature Slam. Oh, Utter Insignificance on the Battle Wagon. All right, that's fair. So it just stays and plays a 1/1 creature? Oh, no, that did not work very well for them. It just falls off end of turn. Okay. I hadn't had that come up before, but I guess they cast a gain 4, 2 mana gain 4. Probably worse than just jumping with the spawn, but maybe they have a big Eldrazi this turn. Who knows? I can't currently... Yeah, they're mousing over to Battle Wagon right now. That's funny. I can't currently cast this with a merge, but I don't think it matters. All right. This deck, we're rolling. Feeling pretty good. 3-1. This deck will get to 7. If this deck doesn't get to 7, I'm going to cancel the wings I'm going to make for BK. So just so we have some skin in the game. Sponzy, I'll still make wings for you if that doesn't happen, though. I'm willing to put BK's wings at risk. Let's see how this goes. God, I screwed myself so bad for my Amsterdam trip. I'm really annoyed. I booked hotels for what ended up being the wrong dates, and I go to try to like change it. And of course, it's like I booked through Priceline, so the hotel won't talk to me, so I have to talk to Priceline. Then Priceline talks to the hotel, and the hotel's like, no, you can't change it. So like now I have to like cancel it and get a partial refund and rebook it. It's just such a headache, and it's going to cost me extra money because I am foolish. Great hand, though. Great hand. I do like that. How do I feel about Arena telling your opponent what cards you're mousing over? I think it is probably correct for them to do that. It basically, I mean, we're all here, right? We know how good Magic is. That's why we're watching. I'm going to play the Battle Wagon here because I think it's just better to get this going. And if they play something and give it haste, I'll just tap it. I think the more they can do to make Arena feel like you're sitting across from someone at the table playing Magic, the better. They should give it haste. And I should tap it. So I understand why they did it. It obviously means you shouldn't mouse over stuff if you don't want to give them information, but I think that's fine. I'm not that worried. I'm going to play Superconductor. I'm just wondering how I want to tap this. I'm definitely going to leave Solar Transformer up. Am I going to sack? I guess I'll sack Contaminated Landscape this turn. So let's cast the Superconductor. Play Contaminated Landscape and pass the turn. And now I feel like we're just like, this is the draw I needed against the other red-white deck. They did the same thing, 2-drop into 3-drop, but now I'm at 18. I have a Battle Wagon and a Cyclops in play. Like, they're not coming close to winning this game. I mean, they could still win this game, but the way things currently go, I'm very far ahead. The Riddle Keeper Superconductor plan is also kind of nice. Okay. No, they can't. They can't be giving it haste, I don't think. That would be crazy. Yeah, all right. So they're just going to pass. I'm going to sack this and get a swamp. And I think I'm just going to draw a card here. Ooh, I don't want to spend an energy to get 2 energy. I can just tune the narrative on my turn. Actually, I could just pass and tune the narrative on their turn. They're the ones, like, I have a Battle Wagon, so I'm making progress every turn. They're the ones who have to do something. Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks. If anyone likes Office Space. Who am I kidding? Everyone loves Office Space. Proud Pack Rhino. Okay. So putting a shield counter on the Conduit Goblin. Yeah, let's zap it, I think. Seems like that would be good. I am just down backing in the corner for sure. We're playing Street Fighter and I'm just sitting here blocking, maybe throwing out a jab every now and then. Just chilling. Yeah, you can attack me. Go ahead. Oh no, opponent. This is going to be disastrous for you, I think. Tune the narrative. Like, even if they have something, my Cyclops then just kills the Rhino. Oh, and I drew an Amphibian Downpour. Okay, I guess I'll probably play that. I don't really need to. You know what I need to do? I need to draw a card. And I'll leave the Seething Landscape in play. I don't think it's I'm in a hurry to crack it. All right, I'll play a Superconductor. Oh, we are just chilling. This is energy at its finest. You're not going to find me much more happy in a game of Magic than getting to sit there and do nothing and draw cards into their turn while they try their hardest to kill me. Ooh, Voltstorm Angel. Hey, what's up, Kai? Let's see. Thanks for the raid, Solaris. The question is, do I want Amphibian Downpour? What happens if they give them all +1/+1? I guess I wouldn't want that. So let's go Amphibian Downpour on the Angel. And I think I'm actually going to change the Gatekeeper here. Yeah, Writhing Chrysalis is good. We haven't played against one so far. I guess I'm going to have to draw a card. I don't really have a choice. Maybe I could sack this landscape, actually. Oh, I thought that was end of their turn. All right, I guess I'll take 3. It's fine. For some reason, I thought that was end of their turn. But I think we're going to be just fine here. Play this. I think I just cast 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Just cast the Riddle Keeper. Tap down Rhino and Gatekeeper. Because I don't want them chumping with Gatekeeper. Okay, they had enough. It wasn't going to be close to being close here. I will say that. 4-1. Don't worry, BK. Your wins are looking pretty safe here, I would say. I tried my hardest by just tapping the battle wagon during their beginning of combat step. But even with that, I'm still able to do some things. Mm-hmm. All right. Yargle. Yar wins? They're leading into the Yargleness. All right, I'll keep this. I think I probably can just go get a swamp here. Seems fine. I have my blue and red. By the time I draw Skoa, Ember Mage, and get to 6 mana, it's going to be kind of hard not to have another red. Not much thought to cycling this either, I don't think. This is my favorite of the landscape arts. I actually think the landscape arts are all quite good. This one especially is pretty good. Kai, if you're still around, are you going to be in Amsterdam? It's not so far for you. I would imagine you probably would make it. Jules with the big sigh. Jules with the big sigh. All right, Seething Landscape. And go get Swamp. Okay. Oh, I don't mind a superconductor here. And then I get to go Cyclops superconductor. Oh, Distinguished Conjurer. Interesting. I'm going to play a conductor because I think this is going to be the better play regardless of what I loot into. But I'm going to not... I don't want to trade the looter for that. And I think I do want to loot end of turn. I have 2 islands in hand. Okay, 2 in the narrative is a nice draw. Yeah, I'll attack with the Cyclops. They're not going to block. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess they would be able to trade both those, and then obviously they persist back, but still. All right. Yeah, they get a life. All right, play a land. I might be able to snipe them with Amphibian Downpour here. I get to, if I put it on the gargoyle just dies, which is pretty nice. Scurrilous Sentry. Okay. They discard Decree of Justice. Interessante. All right, let's go Downpour, Gargoyle, Conjurer, and still probably loot. Discard Contaminated Landscape. I figure I'd rather Galvanic Discharge the Scurrilous Sentry than the Conjurer because this has a counter on it. Bottom. Oh man, and the Bountiful Landscape is actually a really nice draw because now I have a way to pay for Depth Defiler here. And I don't think I loot end of turn. I don't want to trade it for a 1/1 no text, of course, but I don't think I loot because I have land number 6 for Depth Defiler with Kicker, so it's not really improving my card quality too much to loot. A Cursed Marauder. Well, that's just not that good of a card right here. I guess I'll sack Serum Visionary. Oh, I like that. All right, well, let's do the Depth Defiler. Bounce the Envoy. I draw 2. discard, I guess, a Harvester. Yeah, I think, because I think I kind of want to save the Pyretic Rebirth. And then I just pass. I don't really want to trade either creature for their Accursed Marauder. Fetid Gargantua. Okay. No point looting. Hey, what's up, Gabita? Oh, that was a nice draw. Look at that. Look at that. What a good card, huh? Galvanic Discharge is just nuts. Oh, do they have the 1-mana trick? Oh, that's insane here. Wow. I don't have a way to do anything. I guess I could loot, and if I draw a 4-mana creature, it's really good. Because now they get to draw 2 cards also. Crazy. Well, I won't pay any mana because it doesn't do anything. And then I'll play a Cyclops and pass the turn. All right. I mean, this game went from me just destroying them to somewhat close, I think. They 3-for-1 me there. Though they can't adapt it now, which is nice. Mandibular Kite. All right. Charitable Levy, sure. They can't really attack with the Gargantua here. Let's just draw Bespoke Battle Wagon. That is a really nice one, actually. Let's play the Battle Wagon. Pay the 1. And pass the turn. But I can tap now the Gargantua down and start attacking. And then Pyretic Rebirth is going to be pretty nice at some point here. What? Do they not know what's about to happen? I guess they don't. Do they think this Battle Wagon... They just read the Battle Wagon. Am I a joke to you? All right, let's tap the Fetid Gargantua. I have infinite energy. That's just... Yeah, you're not attacking with that 2/3, I don't think. And they're outlasting? Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes some sense. But... Now... Yeah, what are you going to do? Tap me? I guess I'll attack. They block the Tempest Harvester. I think... Hold on. I think... Oh, I have to pay... Oh, I have to pay 5. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Get back Serum Visionary. And... Oh... Yeah, all right. I that was not the right way to play that, for sure. I ended up, I should have done 2 extra damage to them. I just forgot that it was gonna that this is the way it was gonna end up playing out. And I think because of the Charitable Levy, I would just play my land. Though they're probably gonna pop it this turn. I don't know. I mean, this still seems fine, but I think I should have just done 2 extra damage. The Pyretic Rebirth not being able to kill the their things at 4 damage has been kind of unfortunate. Oh, really? All right. I mean, they do get to gain 3 off that attack, so it makes some sense. Oh, Wormcoil Larva. Okay. I guess they aren't just dead, though Pyretic Rebirth's still pretty good. Let's see. I have 3, 6, 9, 11. I'm 1 short because I didn't deal the 2. Okay. Still extremely winnable game, but I did make it a little harder on myself. Let's go attack with these. See what they block. I kind of hope they block Depth Defiler. Yeah. That's what I thought they would block. So now I trade. They basically just take 1. They make some things, and then I think I just pass because this costs 5 mana. I'm just going to take the slightly longer route to victory here. Tap the Fetid Gargantua. Attack with those. Pyretic Rebirth, the Depth Defiler, targeting the Envoy. Those get their prowess triggers. They get to draw a card and get a planes. That gets nugged. And I will trade for the lifelinker. Yeah, that seems fine. I don't think I'm doing much looting here. All right, I'm still going to be able to grind them out here, but it's just going to take a little longer. I am going to run out of energy soon. I mean, I guess of course the battle wagon can also create it. Cast this with kicker. Bounce their Death Toucher, draw 2. Discard a mountain, I guess. No, I was short damage to do that. And I guess I'll still play my land. They're at 13. No, I'll wait. I don't really think I need to trade for their 2/2. The conductors can do a lot better. I'm probably going to get prowess at some point here. Hold on. Do I want to tap? I don't think so. Because I can also just crew the battle wagon now. The thing doesn't have flying and it doesn't have lifelinker. All right. I think I'm just going to make some energy because I have these 2 conductors that I want to pay for. I guess I could also go get a mountain here. Oh, I didn't really count, but I only had 1 left. Funny. Draw. Okay, let's go Serum Visionary to kick things off. Ooh. All right. I don't think I need the Solar Transformer. I guess it would be fine, but I mean, are they just dead here? I guess they're not just dead, but I can emerge sacking the Serum Visionary. And tap. And let's tap the Gargoyle, I guess. Crew this with the Riddle Keeper. And now if they want to block a Cyclops, they can do that. I mean, it's not going to work out great for them. All right. Whew. Definitely messed this up a bit, but I'm just going to kill their flyer. I think killing their flyer is better than dealing 2 to them. They're pretty close to just dead, and I'm going to have plenty of energy, so I do want to spend it. Definitely did not play this one optimally, but we had way too much for them to overcome. I just drew too many cards off this battle wagon. I have 10 cards in my deck. I mean, I guess they're down to 16 cards. Oh yeah, they go to 1 off Wither and Bloom. That's pretty cool. I assume they're still dead here, but that is kind of a nice little sequence of plays here. And the Abstruse Appropriation. All right. I mean, it was close-ish. It wasn't really. Like I was going to be able to present more threats than even there. I mean, this deck has a really good late game. Double Pyretic Rebirth, Bespoke Battle Wagon, like bunch of Serum Visionaries. Yeah, on the draw, I like this hand. I don't like that it doesn't have any Serum Visionaries or Islands, and it has a Twisted Riddle Keeper, which has been fantastic, but is not going to be cast very soon this game. Yeah, the Battle Wagon has been better than the Amulet. I think it is close. Oh, I haven't really even Royal Cartographered yet. Like, I have never tapped it to draw 3. The Battle Wagon has been better than the Amulet, but they are both pretty good. Oh, I will just kill that now. And I gain 2 energy. Island. Oh, yeah. Now this just looks like a great draw. I assume they're going to kill my Cartographer. Oh, if they don't, I just draw 3 cards on turn 3. Unbelievable. Please don't kill it. You got plenty of time. You don't need to kill it right now. I only have 2 energy. Like, what do you even... Damn. They didn't listen to me. They didn't believe my lies. I mean, I think I'll still be fine because now I get to go Superconductor into a Battle Wagon, just start drawing off Battle Wagon. There are definitely decks where Amulet is better. I have like the tap ability on the Battle Wagon. I think this deck just generates so much energy that it's going to end up being better. Okay. Look, we can play the game of we kill each other's stuff just fine. I've got this Battle Wagon ready to roll. I guess if they kill the Battle Wagon, then we might end up in a spot where kind of out of it. Because right now, they've played a creature and 2 removal spells, and I've played a removal spell and 2 creatures. But there's not that many removal spells that kill the Battle Wagon out of black-red. Oh yeah, we're just gonna get them with Battle Wagon here. Draw a card. Draw a card. I'm actually kind of flooding out, which is kind of funny, but I think I will also still be fine here. Because I just, even if it's just like every other turn, draw a card, actually slightly less, but still fine. Oh, that's good, but, ooh, now I get to draw a card this turn. Even better. All right, let's sack the Shattered Landscape and get a Swamp. And then I'll Galvanic Discharge the Siege Gang. If he wants to, or if my opponent wants to sack 2 tokens to stop me from getting 1 energy, they can do that. They did not want to do that. Draw another card. Okay, Cyclops. Ooh, that draws me a card too. Ooh, Solar Transformer. That also draws me a card. Cyclops, and I've used both my Galvanics, so let's... Actually, I think I will sack the Seething Landscape now, because I've got colorless off the Solar Transformer, and there's no way they're killing the Solar Transformer before killing the Battle Wagon, so I think I'm clear to sack the Landscape, and then I have this as colorless for the Riddle Keeper, which it looks like I'm just going to hardcast, or the Depth Defiler. This is classic black-red control against blue-red control. Like, we both have kill spells, and they have more kill spells, and I have more card draw, and usually the card draw comes out on top. Yeah, sure. I'm perfectly happy just them killing all the things I play. All right, draw a card. Oh, I was supposed to sack the Seething Landscape first. Oh, never mind, got rewarded. Wow, that's way better than drawing a land, I'll tell you that. Draw. All right, I'll just cast my 8-drop. It's fine. I'm just going to tap both their mountains. It's not a mountain, right? Yeah, that is a swamp. If they can kill it, they can kill it. I don't even really want to... I could crew an attack with the Battle Wagon, but I just want to draw extra cards. Cursed Marauder. All right, I'm definitely not crewing the Battle Wagon and sacking that instead. I could if I wanted to, but I do not want to. I've just drawn with Battle Wagon like 4 turns in a row. Oh, Depth Defiler? Oh, Tempest Harvester? All right, let's go. So the question of Depth Defiler is, do I want to bounce a spawn or a Tempest Harvester? Would I pay 2 energy to kill a spawn? And save 2 mana? Yeah, that's probably fine. So let's go with Kicker. Bounce a spawn, draw 2. Just discard a land here. And play Tempest Harvester and pass the turn. I have 3 card draw spells in hand, and I have this wagon. I guess the wagon's going to make energy this turn. I think that's better than attacking into a spawn. Let's do a little card count here. They have 6 lands, 2 cards in it, so they have 8 cards. I have 8 lands, 2 cards in play, 3 cards in play, 3 cards in hand, and they have 2 Eldrazi spawn, but those are not that big. Oh, they got a forest. Okay, they got something going on. Titan's Vanguard. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a good card, but I can also just tap it if I need to, because I'm going to get some energy now. Okay, draw. Let's go Serum Visionary first, because that way I can surveil or scry. I don't even really need the Tempest Harvester. I will take Pyretic Rebirth. Then I go tune the narrative. Draw the card I just found. Play a land. Rebirth. Get Twisted Riddle Keeper back. Nug the Titan's Vanguard. Like, they can keep playing if they want, but it's just going to be ugly. And I guess now I will start to go in with the Battle Wagon. I got plenty of cards. I can basically draw my whole deck at this point. I'm not particularly concerned about that. And they're going to take 8. Sure. All right. The first bit of damage I dealt to my opponent on turn 9, turn 10, something like that. Yeah, I told you, this deck is just really good. This is just exactly... If I could draft a deck at the PT, this would be the deck I'd want to draft. It's combination really fun and exactly what I want to be doing. And I also think it's quite good. We haven't played against like a really good Eldrazi deck, though we have played against Eldrazi. I mean, Wastegate Battle Mage is the kind of card that would really, really get me good. Oh, they're going to get my Swamp. Oh, no. I have the Solar Transformer, so it doesn't really matter. Is that true, Swansea? Yeah, I killed that. They didn't attack. They killed my 2 things. Curse Marauder, yeah. I think that literally is the first attack of the game. This is just pure magic, is what it is. Like, I don't see how you could hate this. Another Pyretic Rebirth. Well, let's start by just casting Twisted Riddle Keeper, and we're now tapping their creatures. This Battle Wagon has actually just won me the game entirely. To be fair, to Unstable Amulet would have been good too, but Battle Wagon was way better here. Interesting, just looking to see which one would have ended up doing better. This puts them to 1, I think. Oh no, it puts them to 0. Never mind. All right, well, that game was over many turns ago. The game was really over on, like, not turn 4, but, like, on about turn 6 when it was clear they weren't going to deal with the Battle Wagon and I was just going to get to keep drawing cards. So, there we go. All right. Let's go for 7 wins to close out the stream here. Let's see how that goes. Mm-hmm. All right. We have an opponent. I drew like 5 or 6 cards off the wagon, and then it also generated energy once or twice, and it attacked a bunch of times. So the dream curve: 1-drop card draw, 2-drop card draw, 3-drop card draw, into 4-drop card draw. They mulliganed. The game's over. Good game. I'm not going to say that to them, obviously, but yeah. I mean, the way I lose this game is if they come out like guns blazing really fast here. Hey, thanks, MLD. I don't think a Swamp is going to indicate that. The black decks don't tend to be that aggressive. Black-white can be, and black-red can be. Oh, look, Etch Slith. That's the kind of card they need to win this game. 2 mana, 1/1 menace, and it's actually kind of sick. When it hits me, it actually takes one of my energy. Brutal. But I feel like I'm still fine here, because I can just kill that in a few turns. All my removal does that. Also, I can just play Serum Visionary and threaten the double block here. Obviously, they can have removal to break that up. Another Etch Slith? Are you kidding? Okay. Well, let's play Serum Visionary and see if they have removal. Can I find some Galvanic Discharges? No, but I do kind of like Superconductor, and I actually think I like Riddle Keeper too. If they have a removal spell this turn, it actually does go kind of bad. And they have 4 spells minimum in hand because they didn't play a land on turn 3. That's not a removal at all. Okay, that's fine. I kind of think I discard Rush of Inspiration. I just am not going to have time for that. They didn't attack? Press X to doubt, I guess. Do I want to loot? I know my top 2 cards. What am I looting away? I don't think... I could loot away a second Tempest Harvester right now. That's probably fine. And then... it would be nice to have a blue mana here, but I'm just going to play this as the Superconductor. they took the foot off the brakes here. They put the foot on the brakes here. They really needed to have any removal spell, and they could attack with both sliths, have a 3/3, a 2/2, and I'd be down 2 energy. But right now, we've kind of stabilized, and they're not going to win the game off a refurbished familiar. A second one would be good. Do I have a bad card in my hand I want to discard? Not probably worth an energy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's play Twisted Riddlekeeper here, I think. Let me attack with the Superconductor and the Serum Visionary first. And then go Riddlekeeper, emerge, sack the Superconductor. So I want to tap down a Swamp for sure, and I think the 1/1 Slith. And then I'm going to pay 3 energy to kill the 2/2 Slith. The Sliths are a lot scarier for me than the refurbished familiar is. And then pass. I mean, maybe I should have just attacked with the Tempest Harvester too, I guess. I don't know. Feels like the fact that this can tap lands is pretty brutal. Like, I don't know what they could have cast this turn, but it probably hurt them a little bit here. They didn't cast anything with this exact mana last turn, so. Yeah, I mean, they had a window here to win the game with these Sliths. Ooh, Glimpse is not going to do it. But that window has long since passed. No. Opponent. They're just going to concede it a shame here, but that's fine. Discard Solar. At this point, the Solar Transformer. I have the colorless land, so I don't really need the Solar Transformer. Yeah, I don't know that one was like the sneakiest, to be honest, but whatever. I'm just going to send in the idiots here and then just play Precursor and Serum Visionary. I mean, I guess they could play like something big maybe. They have now 7 mana. Like the Glimpse does ramp you pretty high on mana. Hi, Jules. You a good pup? He's a good pup. Yeah, let's get these lands out of here. Oh, I drew a wagon too. Nice. Let's just play the Precursor. I mean, I guess maybe the argument for not playing Precursor is that Toxic Deluge is the card I'm most worried about. So, yeah. I shouldn't have played that. I mean, they have a lot of blockers, so I guess if they killed the Riddlekeeper, it's nice to have this in play, but I will still win through a Toxic Deluge is my estimation, but there wasn't really a reason to play into it given where we were at. Oh, I'm glad I played it. Crabomination. Okay. What'd they give? Is that a discharge? In a battle wagon? Alright, so they're dead. I think. They can kill the Precursor. They go to 2. I mean, I guess they're actually technically not dead here. Crabomination is a pretty good card. I'm glad I played the Precursor. So I suppose that was good. Let's go ahead and tune the narrative to start with. Okay, so I do win still. Get back. Cyclops. Target the Etch Slith. Boom. And, ooh, energy to a 7/1. Very nice. Well, turns out if you draw enough cards, look at that. Boom. Yeah, that deck was great. Very fun to play. And very good. We've got our 7 wins. I'm happy about that. All right. I am going to send you over to Lord Tupperware because I got to go. So I'm going to raid Lord Tupperware. I hope everyone had a good time. I had a great time. That's the most important thing, of course. This is a fun format. I think the format has some flaws, as do most, but I think this format is actually a pretty good one, and I am enjoying it. So, get to draft a lot of different decks. Wish the Eldrazi stuff was a little bit less good, but, is what it is. As always, I'd like to thank Ultimate Guard. You should thank them for providing us with these generous streams. I think that it's really fun to get to represent such an awesome company with awesome products and awesome folks. All the people that have interacted with, who work there, have been incredible. So, thank them. If you like the stream, let them know on Twitter. That does help me, helps them know what they should be doing, and it helps me look like a good member of Team Ultimate Guard, which does matter to me. I do like, I want them to be happy because I really enjoy working with them. That'll do it for today. I appreciate you hanging out. I will see y'all next time, and of course, head on over to Lord Tupperware. He's a great streamer as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend and a great Friday.